All right. Welcome back, y'all, to another week, another episode of the No 304 Show. I'm 78 Sports TV, and I got my co-host in the building. What's happening with the Blu-ray?
Hey, what up, family? What's good with you?
Man, chilling, man. Same old stuff, man. Same old stuff, man. Shout out to y'all in the building, man. Shout out to y'all coming in. Make sure y'all spread the word about the No 304 Show. You know what I mean? We finna do some cooking, man. See what we got in the building. Gabe Moore, what it do? Brother Shelton up in here. What's happening with the Shelton? Homie Tamir Ali is in the building. The brother Rod Neal up in here. ILG Jones is in the building. My brother, what's happening with it? OG Marcus, what it do? Say salute, General and Blu-ray. Yes, sir.
What up, family? What up? What's going down?
Man, we chilling, man. We got a good show for y'all today, man. So let's go and we ain't gonna waste no time. We're gonna get right on into the topics. Let's go and get into these topics. All right.
That boy say he ready to.
Yeah. We're finna go and start cooking. Let them come right in while we cooking.
Make sure y'all like and share. Make sure y'all like and share.
Yes, indeed, man. Hype the video too if you can. Hype the video. They got a new thing YouTube doing called hyping the video.
Okay, how you do that?
Man, it's supposed to be a little hype button on the right hand side, I guess, of the video. But you know, YouTube, they don't be telling nobody about this stuff. You gotta figure it out from watching other YouTubers. Like, man, what in the world they got going? They always changing something now.
But listen, make sure y'all hype up the No 304 Show because you got real alpha masculine men that's not gonna never compromise, giving y'all great content and reactions to real life situations. And so if you want that real authentic, you already know my brother 78. We on the same way. We don't agree 100%, but at the same time, we always on the same frequency. For sure.
Absolutely. Tears Frank, what it do, homie? Homie Jay is in the building. Coach Sheldon Harrison, they never no comparison in the building. Steph Brown, salute, homie. All right, y'all, let's get to these topics, man. All right, so the first thing first, man, we finna deal with this young lady here, man. The internet has just become a place of just a cesspool of just wow wickedness from these chicks, man. Like everything a man do. A couple weeks ago, we showed the clip of the chick calling the dude zesty, a man gay if he do this, he do that. I just want to just listen to this nonsense, man.
In the car with a nigga and we going on a date, we trying to do something and you like, I can't find nowhere to park. You ain't no leader, bro. Why are you expressing to me that you can't find no parking spot? Get out the passenger seat, hoe ass nigga, and let me drive. I'ma back this slab in, bitch. You don't know where to. Oh, it's nowhere to park. Oh, like, is there a valet? Puss ass nigga. Nigga, you don't know you can't find a parking spot? Ew.
Bro, this is diabolical, bro.
Listen, man. Let me go and just jump out there, man. Let me tell you something. Any woman, and y'all can disagree with me, but listen, I promise you, if you don't listen to this valuable advice, you always gonna struggle with women. I'm telling you right now. Any women that use the word nigga, and this is my personal opinion. I know I might be a little extreme. Say, man, I don't deal with women that say the word nigga. I don't deal with women that use profanity at all. I don't deal with women that curse at all. And guess what? That's why I don't be having a lot of the issues that I see a lot of the men have. A woman that this masculine, this aggressive is just look at what she's saying. look at the mindset of a woman that has this type of language coming out of her mouth. She's aggressive, she's masculine. You know what I'm saying? It's ridiculous. She gonna cheat on you. If you do not meet her needs based on how she feels, then you're gonna be broke. I'm telling you, she's gonna call you broke because you don't meet her needs, but it's my money that I decide to work for. If I want to buy you something, I buy you because it's out of the kindness of my heart and I'm into you. She the type of woman that, babe, I need my rent paid. I'm telling you, she gonna off the muscle, won't expect you to take care of her.
Right. And you're absolutely right. Now, I wouldn't say that I wouldn't deal with a woman who curses, but I definitely don't want to. I want to deal with a woman who knows how to mind her tongue around me. So it's like this: if me and the woman have a conversation, she knows not to speak like that around me. Now, if she talking to her friend, her aunt, whatever, you know what I'm saying. But when you talking to me, that's just unattractive. I don't want to hear no. I don't, like you say. I hate the word nigga coming out of woman's mouth. It's just, I hate that snarl, that Elvis snarl they be doing when they mad. And they like, it's so disgusting, bro. But chicks, a lot of dudes be liking these type of girls like that. They can think it's okay, but I can't let a woman tell me on what a man is if you were never raised by no daddy. Okay.
Yeah.
Don't start coming trying to like play these little psychological games like, oh, you ain't no leader, you ain't that. Well, how would you know what a leader is if you ain't never been led? You don't know what a leader is. You ain't never followed nobody. So how do you know what a leader is? You sitting up here talking about some a man can't find. Why are you expressing to me that you can't find a parking space? This is the dumbest shit I ever heard in my life, bruh. Now look at this chick here. Now I don't know if she playing, I don't know if she trolling or if she's serious. But
Yeah.
I want to put hers up here.
Top 3 most feminine things a man can do. Number 1, run through the rain. What do you mean you ran through the rain so you wouldn't get wet? Real niggas walk through the storm. The fuck is you trying to protect your blowout? Get pneumonia like a real man. You pulled out an umbrella. Men used to go to war. You're too fucking soft. Number 2, he can't find a parking spot. You supposed to be leading the fucking way. What you mean you can't find parking? Like, damn, are you a shark or a fucking jellyfish? A man that can't find a parking spot just screams bitch ass nigga. Like, move over, let me back this shit in. Get in the passenger, princess. Number 3, blowing on hot food. I don't want to see a man blow on anything. What do you mean you're trying to cool your food down? Real men are supposed to withstand the heat. So
She gotta be playing, bro. She gotta be playing. I think she making fun of the last chick or something. She got.
Bro, what's up with this parking thing though?
I don't know somebody must have made them. I don't know. Is that a new thing with young niggas? Is they like can't park or something?
Bro, this is crazy, bro. If there's 7-8, if there's no available parking spots, there's no available parking spots.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, what do you expect me to do if there's not a parking spot?
You supposed to. I guess you're supposed to. Make some. But that's why I be trying to tell young brothers, like, look, this is why I say, man, when you get in these relationships, just be careful, man. Make sure that both of y'all understand y'all roles in the relationship, especially if you're trying to get married. Don't just do it because, I love her and she loved me, whatever. People's feelings change all the time. So what you need to make sure, you got to make sure that y'all have something, some type of good foundation to fall back on, and y'all have some good principles and stuff that y'all live by. Because, man, it's some of these chicks out here, bro, they will change their mind on you. They got all kind of standards on what they think a man is and all this type of stuff. My homeboy, he shout out to my brother Rod Neal in the super chat with that 10-piece. Thank you, good brother.
Shout out Rod Neal. Shout out.
Appreciate the love. He says, so now I'm supposed to burn the roof off my mouth to impress the host, and I can't blow on no hot food. Hey, bro, that you can't blow on no hot food. You a man, you supposed to just, you know what I'm saying, tough it out, I guess.
Bro, imagine you going out to eat, taking a woman out to a steak dinner, and they bring out some fresh hot food. You paying $200 for the plate. And sometimes they bring it out fresh, especially when you get like a steak or something and it's steaming, and you blow on that, and she have the audacity to have an issue with you cooling your food out because it's too hot. Boy,
bro, I had to snap on this girl some years ago in the grocery store. I was in Pick and Save grocery store. I don't know if y'all got that in Texas.
Nah. Well, I know we don't have it in Dallas for sure.
Okay, but yeah, I was at this grocery store out here called Pick and Save, and so I'm in there, and I'm getting me some sandwich bread, Kraft sandwich bread, right? That's what I used to rock with, and so I see it's on the bottom shelf, right? So what I do is, because I don't like bending over in the store, this is a habit. I don't like bending over. Because you never know who walking past or whatever, right? So what I do is, I squat down, you know what I'm saying, like you finna tie your shoe or something. I squat down and I grab the stuff off the counter. So this chick, right? She come behind me. She like, don't do that no more. I said, what you mean? What you talking about? She was like, you dropped it like it's hot. I said, what? So what you talking about? She was like, I said, hold up. So if I squat down, I'm dropping it like it's high. If I bend over with my knees, with my legs stiff, now I'm just like, what can a man do? I'm trying to get something off the counter, and everything I do got y'all questioning my masculinity.
Your manhood, yeah.
Like, what is this, bro? This is ridiculous. I said, man, this is a chick I don't even know. You know what I'm saying? If you don't get up out of my face, wig wearing, bro, don't do that no more.
That's crazy, bro.
Everything you do is scrutinized as a man in America, bro. Everything. What's up with it? Love is the word. What's up with it? Chef Joy. I see a phenomenal Mexican. Salute to everybody in the building. All right, let's go ahead and let's go and get to this next one here, man. Let's see what we got here. Now this one here. Now this here, man. This is some diabolical stuff. Now this is a new reality. This is a clip from a new reality show. I haven't watched the show. I just seen this going viral online, but apparently it's some female pimp, a female leprechaun or something. But she out here like she got a room full of hoes and she chastised them about not being fresh. Check it out.
I just cannot have a person that don't have the most. I mean, hygiene is free, you know. All you got to do is hop in the shower, baby, with a little Dove, you know.
I mean, that was the first I've heard, but yeah. Okay, that's your opinion. I really appreciate it.
Well, I think it's the opinion of a lot of people sitting at this table as well, you know. And I hate that for you, because it's just like, not like at minimum, we can at least smell good. And this is for everybody else, because I have smelled a couple of other people. I'm not gonna say no names now, but I just feel like if you know you stink, you stink, you smell it. We gotta keep ourselves clean as women. We gotta go to our little OBGYN appointments once a year. You know what I'm saying? You need health insurance. You can't be stinking and think I'm gonna wanna, all that ain't gonna happen. Ain't gonna happen. And I get, we have some long days, but I should never smell your motherfucking ass. But like just for you to radiate, you're like radiating in the space, and the we can't have that. We can't have that.
Yo, I gotta watch this show. This
Hey, I couldn't even hear it.
You can hear it?
No, I can hear the audio.
Oh wow.
Ask the chat, could they hear it? Because I can hear the audio.
Hey, could y'all hear that? The audio, y'all? I think people heard they laughing.
Oh, well, I couldn't hear it for some reason. I don't know why.
Okay, I'm gonna play the beginning again. Let's see if you can hear this part. If not, then I just send it to you. Let me see here.
I just cannot have a person that don't have the most.
You hear it?
Nah, I couldn't hear it. Hey, give me 1 second. I'm gonna be back. I'm gonna get off, or I'll be right back.
Oh, okay, back.
All right.
Yeah, we're gonna see get Blu-ray. I'm gonna play it again for y'all. Look at this like the female. I don't know what this chick. Somebody said Boosie Collins. This chicken came in here talking about some look, you hoes need to get y'all stuff together. Y'all in here funky. I'm smelling the box. Y'all got the Funk Box 360. It's stinking, you know what I'm saying? You hoes want your coochie. Hey, I'm not eating no coochie if your house ain't clean. You got to get that thing fresh. She wilding. Rod Neal in the super chat, that 2-piece. Appreciate the love, Rod Neal. He says, her sit down ear must be crucial. Hey, man, that sit down ear is something vicious, ain't it? Yeah, that sit down ear must have been something vicious. Yeah, that was something brutal. You said the female Don Juan, right? She Bishop Don Juan or something. I don't know what's she on. But yeah, man, it was a she gotta give honest Abe Lincoln a top hat back. Yeah. But she cooking them chicks though, man. If you come on a reality show and you funky like I think the show called Snooping something Snooping. I'm gonna find it though. I'm gonna watch that joint. But anyway, if you come on, it's too many chicks that do that nowadays. Like y'all coming on TV, you coming on reality shows, you coming on dates and stuff like that. Funky, bro. I remember we threw my mother a birthday party years ago at this club, right? It's like a whatever. It's like a 2-sided club, right? So we rented one side, and so at a certain time it was gonna be ours. So for my mom's surprise birthday party. So it was this chick in there, right? Thick as ever, man. She was nice and thick, man. And had her little fucking dress on or whatever. And she was just hanging around. My sister was getting irritated, like, who is this girl? She don't need to be here. She ain't part of the mommy party, whatever. I'm like, okay, I'll tell her. So I go and told her, I said, hey, look, we doing something for my mom. So, this is like a little off limits area, So she was like, oh, okay, fine. Y'all just gonna put me out. So she was like kind of joking, whatever, right? But I noticed, what I'm saying? I was looking at her how thick she was. So, I stepped to her to go holler. And I noticed that like she got like a strong smell to her. Not like a shitty smell. And it's like some type of like that, treadmill smell. Like you've been working out or something. Like, what's up, old girl? She's like a little musty, and it's like a faint smell of like what I'm saying, somebody opened up a can of mackerel or something. You know what I mean? Grandma used to cook mackerel in that cast iron skillet. So you like, man, what the fuck is up the who cooking mackerel in this motherfucker? Mackerel and onions, mom? So I'm like, okay. So she thick as a motherfucker. So I'm sitting here like, man, it can't be her. Ain't no way this hurt, man. She fine as hell. Ain't no way this hurt. It's gotta be something else. One of these niggas up in here stinking. So we go outside. We sitting on a little balcony area, and we smoking, right? And as I'm talking to the little broad, at that point I see that she I noticed when the wind blowing, it really is her. This broad, man. This broad came out the house dressed to impress, but ain't washed her ass. Either that or she been, I don't know what the fuck she been fucking or whatever, but that chick was humming. I'm like, Lord have mercy. Girl, you ain't no way you supposed to smell like that. You got some type of infection or something. All right, let me see if you can hear it now, Blu-ray. If not, then I'll just tell you what she was saying. Let's see here.
I just cannot have a person that don't have the most. I mean, hygiene is free, all you gotta do is hop in the shower, baby, with a little Dove,
I mean,
So they can hear it?
Yeah, everybody in the chat can hear it, but don't worry about it.
Okay. Yeah, just send it to me. I'll check it out.
Okay, I'll send it to you. Yeah, that's correct. Let me see here. I'll send it to you now. Let's see. Okay, it's on its way.
No, it's all good, brother.
But yeah, so anyway, the little chick, but I don't know. Like I said, it's a reality TV show called Snooping something. I don't know if she a pimp. I don't know who she's supposed to be, but I'm assuming it's some type of dating show. And she got like a house full of chicks that's trying to get her affection. She obviously a lesbian or something. So she called out a couple of the girls because she said they box ain't fresh. They coming on the show and the box is not fresh at all. You know what I'm saying? And she called them out. But anyway, what's your thoughts on chicks leaving the house or coming to any type of event and it's not as fresh as they need to be?
Well, that is an area of a woman that should never have any stench whatsoever. I have in my years of living, I'm not going to expose my track record, but I've only had 2 encounters. And when I say encounter, I'm just talking about right. I was just in a car one time, and me and my cousin.
Oh damn!
And my cousin looked at me. I looked at my cousin. I'm like, bro, me and him trying to figure out what the smell is. Bro, it can't be no but one person.
Right.
And it was a fishy smell, bro. We talking about we got clothes on, bro. This woman got clothes on, and we could literally smell like fish. And so me and him just came to the conclusion that man, she not right down there, bro. But how do you have on shorts and you have on clothes and we can still smell this? You know what I mean? So I've only had 2 encounters, and the other encounter was an actual encounter. And I was like, oh no. You know what I'm saying? Man, messed me up, man. I'm talking about great woman, bro. She was a good woman, plenty money. Like, she the type of woman you would deal with, bro, but had to go on and X marks the spot. You know what I'm saying? I can't do this, baby. You're not supposed to have that. You know what I mean?
Absolutely not.
Yeah, it was a horrifying situation, brother, to have a woman that was like a real good individual, like talking about a great person. Like, she's a great person.
Yeah.
And she had a stench, bro. That was messed up.
I knew a girl like that. Not her. It wasn't her box. It was she got musty real quick. I don't know why. She had some type of hormonal imbalance, but I used to work with her, and she was fine. When I say fine, I'm talking about short, thick, cute as can be. But man, and she had a nice booty and everything, man. But like if you saw her in the morning, she worked at a nursing home, so you saw her in the morning around 7, 8 o'clock. You be playing with her, playing on the elevator and all that stuff. You see her about 1. Man, that girl, she was humming, bro. And like, she used to always try to, like, she'd be embarrassed because she knew it. She'd try to go and, take some towels and wipe off her arms and put some deodorant on and shit like that. And she'd be like, man, I don't know what's wrong with me. I don't know. It's been like that since I was in high school. It's embarrassing and woo-woo. And the other girls used to make fun of her and shit and all that kind of shit and talk about her behind her back. But she was gorgeous, bro. She was gorgeous. And it was a messed up situation, man. But I think she ended up having to go to the doctor and get some shots or something to keep her from sweating in her from her armpits or whatever. But as far
Did she shave?
Huh?
Did she shave?
Yeah, she shaved and stuff, you know what I'm saying?
But, it was just something wrong with her. If she shaved it, like, even as a man, right? Like, I potentially I don't keep half hair under my arms. Like, I make sure I shave it off. But like, I play sports and I'm a trainer. Y'all know that. But like, when I let her be under my arms, like you can smell, like, not a stench, but you get mustier faster when you got her up under your arm versus when you play sports and you don't have no hair up under your arm. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Huh?
No, go ahead.
No, I'm just saying, like, so even if you take a bath and you put deodorant on, you go play football or something, go play a basketball game, you'll sweat and you can tell that thing, you know what I'm saying? But when you shave, you won't hardly smell anything, you know what I'm saying? So it's the lesser degree that you'll have a stench at all versus when you have her up under your arms.
Yeah, that's just like hair holds on to scent. It attracts scent.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? That's why, you'll see people like a girl be fine as ever and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? You laying in the bed next to her, and then her hair, she'll have like a stench. You could tell she smoked weed because the weed smell stay in her hair. The fucking hair just attract that shit. And even downstairs on a lot of women, you know what I'm saying? And I had to tell this one chick, you know what I'm saying, pretty she want to be, grown and sexy, you know what I'm saying? But whoever she was dealing with, they like to have, snappy nappy dugout down there, so she like, I said, look, I don't mind a snappy nappy dugout if it's just a little bit down there, but my thing is, you can't have no afro down there, baby. I'm gonna tell you why. Because I know some niggas got fetish with that, but me, you got one time to have some tissue up in that motherfucker, a pee smell on that motherfucker, any type of doo-doo crumbs. Oh, it's too much hair. Cut that shit off. That's ridiculous. But I'm a grown woman. I ain't little girls listen, you can have a landing strip down there, okay? You got to cut. You got to groom that shit. That shit can't be motherfucking all over the place. You got motherfucking you know what I'm saying? Nah, looking like a damn wolf coochie. Nobody want that.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, let's go and get down to this one here. Let me see here. Oh, this the one here. So this chick here, all right, man, y'all brothers, just be prepared to be upset, okay? So just y'all calm down, take a couple deep breaths, man, because this is a trigger warning. All right. So the brother here is having a conversation with his girl. You know, he done caught her texting with hearts and shit on to her ex.
You gonna do it or what? Like,
no, I'm not doing that, babe. I'm sorry.
what do you mean?
What you mean? Why would I want? I don't want to do that.
You just gave me reasons. Listen.
But listen, you gotta think about it. We had history, right? And if I block him, he's gonna be like upset. He's gonna be worried and wonder where I've been at, what I've been doing.
Why? Oh my gosh! Why the fuck are you worried about what he's gonna be worried about?
What you mean? That's my ex.
So what?
If it's my ex, why wouldn't I be worried? Of course, I still care. Like, I mean, I don't care about him, but like, you get what I'm saying?
Are you okay?
Babe.
Listen, if you're not gonna block him, I'm not gonna be in a relationship with you. Why would you even responding to a message that? First of all,
babe, I just don't feel like I should. We're grown enough to not like. We don't have to block each other's exes. Like that's corny to me.
Listen, I never said that from the jump. You gave me a reason to make him want to get blocked.
Okay, I'm not going to block him though, even if you say it.
So you're texting him though.
I don't care. I'm not blocking him. I'm sorry because I don't want him to be worried. Trying to figure out where I've been at, what I've been at. Like, I still want him to see. As a matter of fact, it's not even like that. I want him to see us. I want him to see how
now you want
I got
to
me
see
a
us.
good nigga. I got me a, like,
you about to lose a good nigga.
That's
That's
way
what you about
better
to do.
than him. I'm not losing no nigga first off. I'm not losing no nigga, so don't say that. Don't even wish that.
I'm gonna tell you this right now. If you can't block him right now, I'm gonna have to go drop you off home.
I'm not blocking him. I'm not blocking
all right,
him.
cool.
I don't care. So I don't know what you about to do because I'm not blocking him. I don't care. I love you and I don't love him anymore and I'm not blocking him. Like, what's the point? What is it gonna do?
What is the point of you keeping him?
That doesn't mean he's not gonna still.
You want him to still text you and stuff and see your stuff for what?
I don't want him to text me, bro. Like, now you're about to get me mad, bro.
I'm getting you mad.
Yes, because I never told you to block your ex. Like,
right, because I'm not texting my fucking ex.
It don't matter.
I'm not responding to her messages or
story
swipe up.
I'm not blocking
I don't care if you just said thank you.
I don't care. He needs to still see what the fuck I got going on. He needs to see how he lost out on a bad bitch. What you talking about?
You're responding thank you with a heart for what?
What you mean?
What are you responding for? That's your ex.
Okay, I won't respond anymore, but I'm not blocking him.
No, if you can't block him, then we're done. I'm telling you.
I'm not blocking him.
Okay, well, all right, so we're done. I'm not gonna take you. I'm gonna take you home. Yeah, of course. I'm gonna take you home. And you're gonna have to figure out what you're gonna do with your ex.
All right. This is why I'm definitely not blocking him. Okay. If you want to break up with me just because of that, I'm not blocking him.
I'm not gonna argue no more. You already showed me your true colors. You a big ass red flag.
Like, you're weird as hell.
Anybody else would say the same shit.
It don't matter, bro. I'm not blocking him. Like, what the fuck?
Okay, all right.
He's not bothering you. He didn't text you. Like,
he texted you and he said.
All right, let me say this, man, before I go to you, Blu-ray. The thing that bothered me the most about this video, first I was mad at old girl, like, come on, bro, you don't get, like, you embarrassing this nigga. Then I'm like, the more the video kept going, I'm like, nigga, why are you arguing with her? Why? What? This whole conversation could have took 10 seconds.
Facts.
Like, hey, who that's your ex? Yo, what the fuck? Okay. You texting this nigga in hearts and shit. Oh yeah, that's how we. I'm not blocking him because okay. Why don't you run the store and grab me some squares real quick? Go give me some Newport 100s real quick. And I'm driving the fuck off. Tell that nigga to come pick you up. I done that in real life. I promise you, bro. No cap. I have left girls exactly where the fuck they at. A bitch had the nerve, bro, in front of me. I guess she was mad at me or whatever. So she was mad about some dumb shit. This bitch had the nerve while we in the restaurant to call some nigga. I don't know who the fuck she talking to, but she called the nigga right in front of me. And she was like, she wanted me to hear. Like she was trying to flex like, oh, I got niggas. So she like, yeah, what's up? I'm at the restaurant. So I could hear the nigga like, oh, okay, who you up there with? Some nigga. And she was like, you know me. So I'm like, what? So I'm watching this bitch. I'm like, let me see how this bitch finna move. How she finna play this? So then she was like, so he was like, when you gonna come through here? And she was like, I don't know. I'll call you back. So the only reason she called was to show me that she got niggas. So what I did was I said, hey, let me use the bathroom real quick, right? Right back. Nigga, I did a quick turn, left that bitch right there to pay for that food.
As you should.
You dig? Fuck out of here.
As you should, bro.
And she didn't know my real name. So fuck it. She was asked out. But go ahead though, Blu-ray. What you think of it?
Nah, it don't even need a thesis, man. Like once I found, first of all, you already said that she put a heart on the message. God dang, that go my brother right there.
What's up with it, brother?
First of all, she put a heart on the message. Ali, did you see the video?
Brother Ali. I think he's trying to get it his technical stuff work. He's on mute right now.
I was gonna see the Ali see the video. If not, I want to say play it again so he can see it. But the fact that she put a heart on the message lets me know that there's some type of attraction there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I assess that. Then once I communicate, hey, because if we have not had this conversation, now it's time for me to have a conversation. Hey, listen, if that's your ex, then you need to block him. Once he said that, communicated that, her response was, I want him to see.
Right.
You want him to see what? I want him to see that she said, I want him to see that he lost a bad beat. Oh, so you just with me so you can show out and try to show me to make another man jealous.
Right.
Guess what? Once I assessed that, I was done right then and there. Cool. I'm not gonna tell you to block him. Yeah, that's a red flag right there.
Mm-hmm.
If you ignore that red flag and you ended up getting cheated on, she ended up entertaining that individual or any other individual, then that's on you, my boy. Scrub it.
Facts. Hey, I'm gonna play it again. Love is the word. I'm gonna play it for you. I'm playing for the brother Ali who just came. I don't think he's seen it. Let me see. Let me play it again. Here we go.
You gonna do it or what? Like,
no, I'm not doing that, babe. I'm sorry.
What do you mean?
What you mean? Why would I want? I don't want to do that.
You just gave me reasons. Listen.
But listen, you gotta think about it. We had history, right? And if I block him, he's gonna be like upset. He's gonna be worried and wonder where I've been at, what I've been doing.
Why? Oh my gosh! Why the fuck are you worried about what he's gonna be worried about?
What you mean? That's my ex.
So what?
If it's my ex, why wouldn't I be worried? Of course, I still care. Like, I mean, I don't care about him, but like, you get what I'm saying?
Are you okay?
Babe.
Listen, if you're not gonna block him, I'm not gonna be in a relationship with you. Why would you even responding to a message that? First of all,
babe, I just don't feel like I should. We're grown enough to not like. We don't have to block each other's exes. Like that's corny to me.
Listen, I never said that from the jump. You gave me a reason to make him want to get blocked.
Okay, I'm not going to block him though, even if you say it.
So you're texting him though.
I don't care. I'm not blocking him. I'm sorry because I don't want him to be worried. Trying to figure out where I've been at, what I've been at. Like, I still want him to see. As a matter of fact, it's not even like that. I want him to see us. I want him to see how
now you want
I got
to
me
see
a
us.
good nigga. I got me a, like,
you about to lose a good nigga.
That's
what
way
you about
better
to do.
than him. I'm not losing no nigga first off. I'm not losing no nigga, so don't say that. Don't even wish that.
I'm gonna tell you this right now. If you can't block him right now, I'm gonna have to go drop you off home.
I'm not blocking him. I'm not blocking
all right,
him.
cool.
I don't care. So I don't know what you about to do because I'm not blocking him. I don't care. I love you and I don't love him anymore and I'm not blocking him. Like, what's the point? What is it gonna do?
What is the point of you keeping him?
That doesn't mean he's not gonna still try.
You want him to still text you and stuff and see your stuff for what?
I don't want him to text me, bro. Like, now you're about to get me mad, bro.
I'm getting you mad.
Yes, because I never told you to block your ex. Like,
right, because I'm not texting my fucking ex.
It don't matter.
I'm not responding to her messages or story
swipe
up.
I'm not blocking
I don't care if you just said thank you.
I don't care. He needs to still see what the fuck I got going on. He needs to see how he lost out on a bad bitch. What you talking about?
You're responding thank you with a heart for what?
What you mean?
What are you responding for? That's your ex.
Okay, I won't respond anymore, but I'm not blocking him.
No, if you can't block him, then we're done. I'm telling you.
I'm not blocking him.
Okay, well, all right, so we're done. I'm gonna take you. I'm gonna take you home. Yeah, of course. I'm gonna take you home. And you're gonna have to figure out what you're gonna do with your ex.
No, all right. This is why I'm definitely not blocking him.
Okay.
If you want to break up with me just because of that, I'm not blocking him.
I'm not gonna argue no more. You already showed me your true colors. You a big ass red flag.
Like, you're weird as hell.
Anybody else would say the same shit.
It don't matter, bro. I'm not blocking him. Like, what the fuck?
Okay, all right.
He's not bothering you. He didn't text you. Like,
he texted
what are you talking about?
Unbelievable. This nigga having a hellified conversation. Brother, can you hear brother Ali?
Yes, sir. You know what's crazy about women like that? I was gonna review that too on my show, is that once she get rid of him, she gonna block him, but she won't block the ex.
Exactly.
That's the crazy about women like that. You'll break up with her, she end up blocking you, but wouldn't even block that dude, man. Yeah, she all the way for the streets, man.
Bro, that's crazy, Ali. I'm glad you pointed that out, bro. Cause that is 100% facts, bro.
Ain't that crazy, Trey? You know it be happening all the time. She'll block you, but won't block the dude you said to block that she actually probably might be talking to. It's
did
crazy.
You hear this bro say, I don't want him worried about me?
Yep.
Cause that's who she loved.
Then she said, I still want him to see. I'm like, what?
Yep.
Mhm.
Just let him talk long enough.
That's her. See that's good though. That being get a chance to see that, because this is what happens when a lot of relationships. That dude right there, he's never gonna leave her life, right? Unless he walk away from her. I'm talking about her ex. Unless he walk away, because he got her, she sprung. Either she sprung emotionally or off the D, right? So she sprung off of him, but she know he don't want to be with her. So she got this rebound cat. He's a nice guy and shit like this. You know he a lame because he recording his own demise and shit and putting it on the internet. So he recording this shit, asking her, well, why? But, and she got so frustrated at the end. She's like, nigga, I'm not blocking him. Well, like, what the fuck? Why are we even having this conversation? She trying to put him in a whole ass dude zone, and he allowing it. Me personally, it wouldn't have been that long of a conversation. As soon as I seen her doing that, I'd have made up a reason for her to walk into Family Dollar or one of them stores, and I'd have been gone. You finna call that nigga to pick you up. He's finna pick you up. You know what I'm saying? It's no way I'm dropping you. I don't know why dudes do this. He gonna tell her his plan. Oh, I'm finna drop you off, and then we're gonna break up. You dumbass nigga, you giving her a chance to plot and call the police on you and say you hit her or something. Why are you telling her all your moves like a lame? Just get her out the car. Hey, look and see if I drop my wallet over there. Bye. Go. Ain't no damn way. No damn way I'm gonna be arguing with this chick and she in love with another dude. You know what I'm saying? In my car. And she stood on it. I'm not blocking her.
No, facts.
She said, no matter what you say. She was willing to break up with him to stay supposedly as a friend with her ex. So you know that's her heart. And this is what be happening to a lot of these guys. They end up in deep relationships with chicks, and some dudes fall for this whole little okie doke of the girl played mental gymnastics with him. She said, oh, you insecure. I don't want no insecure dude. I don't want no insecure dude. I want a man who confident in himself. Whoa. Okay, cool. I had to tell one of my little young homies this. A girl tried to run that game on him about him being insecure. I said, why he said, man, she keep calling me insecure, OG. I said, well, why she keep saying that? What you sweating her or something? No, man, I just don't like the fact she got a male best friend. I said, well, the male best friend, like, what's, she be going over by dude crib and shit. It's like 3 a.m. I said, man, fuck all that. They ain't insecure, nigga. You a fucking man. Ain't no man gonna be cool with your girl going over stand by another dude house to her male best friend 3 a.m. Boy, you a sucker. And if you let her do that, then you a sucker. She trying to keep you in that sucker zone, bro. Okay, now you tell me, Blu-ray, and Brother Ali, any one of y'all tolerate a female, I don't care how fine she is, staying over by her male best friend house 3 a.m?
Go ahead, Trey. I'll go after you.
Hell no. I'm done.
What's up, Brother Ali?
Yeah, my name ain't Biz Marquis. Well, my name is Biz Marquis, and I know they ain't just a friend.
That's
But
right.
the only part that I say too, though, my brother, is Matt, right?
No, 78.
Oh, 78. She don't love that other dude either, though. Like what I realized is when we were younger, I think it was ego when we thought a woman would come back. Or if we was with a woman, we think she loves somebody else too, but they just use us because if she really love you, she wouldn't be dealing with somebody else. You know what I'm saying? So she can't love the other brother as well too. She just a user. She all over the place. And there's a lot of women who go from point A to point B to point C back to point B back to point A. They can't commit to nobody because they ain't even a good woman themselves. So she just looking for people to use and to maintain some type of situationship, but she don't love both of them.
Yeah,
that's real. That's real. I like that. That's real.
What's up, Stephen L? In the super chat with that 2-piece, appreciate the love. Says I'm gonna write a book called Top Mac for the Simps. Hey man, they ain't gonna listen, Stephen L. They ain't gonna listen. They're gonna mess the game up. Ain't nothing worse than some lethal weapon in the hands of a sucker. Let me see here. Let's go to the next this next topic. Now this is the main one here, man. This is the one. All right, so in Gold's Gym, a woman, a singer, black woman, was in Gold's Gym, and she got to snapping about a male being in her locker room. She said that the man was in there with his thing out, and he made some references to, I guess when she approached him and said like, "What you doing up in here?" Whatever. I guess she said the man said something to her like, "Don't you like big, what I'm saying, big things or whatever." So Gold's Gym revoked her membership for discriminating against transgenders. So let's take a look at this here, man.
Gym, men, grown men with big dicks in the women's locker room. And that's why I'm getting kicked out. And I want to make sure the girls know. The fuck? Everybody saw that man in the fucking locker room. No one saying shit. And I'm fucking done with it. It's fucking stupid. It's dangerous. Me naked in front of a man without my permission. But I ain't the one who gets kicked out the gym, y'all. I'm terminated for not wanting men in the locker room.
How are you?
Did you tell me or not that women like to see dick?
I'm asking you a fucking question.
Exactly. Get out of the way now. No. Now he knows how to be a man, right? Now he knows how to be a man. Stay out of the women's locker room. We don't want it. He needs to have his gym membership revoked for that shit. And the woman told you. He assaulted me. The girl told already. We already filed reports. No.
That's fine. I want the video.
You can't get rid of me for this. I'm a woman and I have every right to not want a man in the restroom when I'm naked. There are girls naked in there. Look at them walking in there like it's okay. It's not okay. I understand. I'm not.
All right. First, let me read the shout out to my brother. Shout out to Chef Joy in the super chat with that 10-piece. Much love and much appreciation. Says, I never understand recording and posting the situation you a part of. I don't know if you leave. We know the truth. He says you hurt and cried in the car or shower later. He says, salute, fellas. Great work. Thank you, brother. Good love. All right. Blu-ray, let me start with you, man. What's your thoughts on the Gold Gym thing? Do you think it's fair for them to take this woman's membership while letting the man who went into the female bathroom, because they're gonna say that the man identifies as a woman or whatever, so they got more power than regular women nowadays. But what's your thoughts on the situation?
Yeah, man, this is a liberal concept, man, and I don't approve of it on no level, because I think about if I had a daughter and my daughter was in the restroom, because even got to the point where you got just like young girls, 7, 8, 9, 10 years old, going to standard restrooms and then having, men that quote unquote say that they're transgender. This man did not look like he was transitioning at all. I just look at this man as a pervert that want to be around women. And if I'm not mistaken, it happened in California. That's a liberal state, so it's not far-fetched in my opinion. So no, I don't approve of it on no level at all. Men should be around men. I don't care if you decide that you wake up tomorrow and be a goddamn alien. You need to be with biological men, period.
Indeed. What's your thoughts on it, Brother Ali? You're on mute.
My bad. I look at it two ways. One way, at the core of it, I don't play that. Like I don't want that around my women. We very protective about our women. But another way I look at it is, our sisters and these women in general will be supporting the LGBT community or the men who be acting weird like that and fighting for their right to have these bathrooms and fighting for the GAY man and the TRA man. So it's like y'all on one hand want to support them, then in another hand you want to start fighting against them once they get in your positions or they can compete against you. So at the core of it, I'll do everything in my power to make sure that don't happen around my women, but then you have our women fighting for it. And not just our sisters, but women in general fighting for it. So they're going to have to fight this one on their own this time. I ain't fighting for it no more.
I hear you, man. And that's a good point, because for years in our community, y'all know, leave him alone. You always leave him alone. All that old mess, and it's been going on since forever. And then they justify it, they hide, and and protect them. And like you say, now when it's gotten to the point where they saying that they are real women. They saying that they are real women. They're not trans women. They're real women.
I'm talking about walking around as a man.
Yeah. They're calling themselves real women. They want to be referred to as real women, and they want you to be called cis. So they want us to be cis men.
Yeah, the men that have an issue with them and their ideology, we're cis men.
Yeah, unbelievable. So
right.
So there's some diabolical stuff here, but women have to they're gonna have to stand up for themselves. And if I see women standing up, and I got no problem fighting for them, you know what I'm saying. But if they not gonna stand on business, then I'm not gonna jump out there so y'all can leave us. Let us get our head busted with the politics and get labeled all kind of mess. Y'all somewhere hiding. Chef Joy back in the super chat with the 2-piece. Appreciate the support. So we tried to warn them, and they called us phobic. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Facts.
It just like y'all didn't see the sexiest man alive as a gay man now.
Wow.
What?
Yeah. Oh yeah, his name is Jonathan Bailey. The sexiest man alive is a gay man.
Unbelievable.
So
y'all want us to be fathers, y'all want us to be leaders and righteous brothers, but as soon as y'all get upset with us, y'all want to call us GAY. Did
something happen to my? Am I good now?
No, you good now.
Good.
Can y'all hear me? Oh yeah. As soon as y'all, but as soon as they get mad at us, or when we want to be transparent or honest and truthful, like they ask us, we GAY man. So they support GAY man because they enable them to make wrong decisions to be the worst of themselves. So they only support them GAY man because them GAY men support them doing whatever they want to do. But it's crazy we live in a time where you pick a gay man to be the sexiest man alive.
And then wasn't it a man that was like woman of the year like a couple years ago?
Yeah. Trans. Yeah, that's what they did. They made Bruce Jenner woman of the year or something. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, this is some crazy wild stuff going on out here. But you know, that's the game that they want to play in this society now, man. They want all of us to pretend like we don't, all of a sudden now we don't know what a man is. We don't know what a woman is. That's what was disgusting me so much about the politics at them presidential debates. I'm like, bro, listen, I'm not voting for nobody who's going to pretend like they don't know what a man or a woman is all of a sudden now because you don't want to hurt somebody's feelings. That's ridiculous, dude. Because somebody else got some type of mental health issue. It's people out here who think they're a dog. It's people.
All right, so watch this. So 7-8. You know the Supreme Court, the black lady, Justice Brown, Ketanji Brown Jackson, that's her name. So when she was running, for that seat, they asked her what is a woman. And so that's why Charlie Kirk made that statement about her that she couldn't even, call her dumb, even though she's an educated black woman. But when she went before Congress, they asked her, what is a woman? And she said that she could not define what a woman was.
I remember that. Yeah, I remember that. But that's what they do now. So now you have to pretend to not understand what a man or a woman is. Like you don't know the definition just because you don't want to offend somebody who got some mental health issues. I ain't got time for that.
But watch this. But then, like I said, the black community got upset at Charlie Kirk for saying that. But I felt the same way. Like, if you got a doctorate degree, whatever you got, if somebody just asks you a simple question, what is a man? What is a woman? I should be able to articulate that. Period.
Bro, this is very simple.
Not the black community, Trey. Black women, not black men. Unless you
no. Hold on, no. Black men got upset at Charlie Kirk too for saying it.
For saying what?
He had said, basically called her dumb.
No. So he was saying something about the pilot. The thing black man was getting mad about is when he was talking about whether a black woman or a black person could qualify for a job of being a pilot. That's what black man.
That was just one of the statements. But I'm just talking about the statement about Ketanji Brown Jackson as well. They got upset about that statement too. That's all I'm saying.
Well, I'm seeing black dudes now pretending like they don't know what a man or a woman is. I'm true. I'm seeing it. I see it myself when I be listening to these videos and stuff. I'm like, bro, it's not that deep, bro. I understand you want to be affiliated with a party or whatever the case may be, but no party, no nothing is finna make me pretend like I don't know what a man and woman is. And I'm gonna tell you something. This is why that's a dangerous game you playing just for politics. Because if I ask you, because see, this why when you start acting like you don't know the difference between a woman is a woman is anybody who identify, when you start playing that game, now okay, when one of them things approach you and they want to have relations with you, now what you gonna say? What you gonna say now? Oh, now all of a sudden you know the difference, or do you? I don't know.
Did he say one of them things?
Yeah, one of them things.
One of them things approach you. Yo, that's crazy.
What's up with the young Abel? You on mute?
Hey, what's up, brothers? How y'all doing this evening?
What's going on, brother?
What's up, my brother?
Hey, what's happening? What's happening? Can I go back to the second segment of the show? You know that one bitch that.
Yeah, wherever you want to cook on. Go ahead.
Oh yeah, I wanted to talk about that one bitch that was basically texting her ex-boyfriend. I want to touch that shit.
Okay.
That shit. Because that shit really.
Abel, easy on the excessive cussing, though, brother.
All right, I'm gonna try my best, but if it comes out, it comes out. But I'm gonna limit it. How about that?
Go ahead.
All right.
So basically, Abel, you saying you can't control yourself, right?
No, I can control myself, but there are some things like that, especially that bitch right there. Man, she would have gotten kicked out of the car. I would listen.
But what I'm saying, Abel, if 78 asks you to kind of bump down the excessive cursing, then that's just a sign of respect, brother. It shouldn't even be.
I know that.
An accident, because watch this. You're not finna go in the White House cursing.
If Donald Trump comes out there
cussing, no, sir. You gonna give the same respect. Like quit capping, bro.
We trying to monetize this video, young Abel.
Like quit capping, bro.
All right.
If you were in the White House, you not finna be sitting up there using derogatory language, bro. You're gonna be respectful to like 99% of the people that go there.
Man, please. To them white folks out there that basically say racist stuff, nonsense.
Bro.
No thanks.
Hold on, 78.
No
Hold on.
Can I get to the topic, please?
But at the same time, bro, you gotta respect the platform, family. You can't sit up here and say, "Well, I'ma try." No, if he say don't curse or chill out on the cursing, just do it, bro. That's just respect, bro. That ain't got nothing to do with I can't control myself, fam.
Lil Ray, I got this. Thank you. I got this. All right. Now let me get to the subject at hand here. So let me just say it like this. So in terms of that subject, bro, that woman should have gotten kicked out of the car the minute when she mentioned about the ex. Because I'm gonna tell you something right now. You want to talk about some of the worst type of civic behavior you could ever imagine, bro? First of all, why would you let that woman be in your presence? If she had those kind of feelings with her ex in the first place, major red flag right there. You would have been kicked out of the car the first moment you would start talking about your ex. Because I'm gonna tell you something. I actually had a similar situation like that when I was dating a Somali woman when I was back in college years ago, right?
Right.
It was way back in college, right? So she goes around there, and then she flips up her phone, and then she starts saying, "Oh, that's my ex," and I'm like, "Whoa, yo, ex? Like, what are you talking about?" And we was about to go out to eat, right? And she goes like, "No, it's not like that. He just wanted to see if I'm doing." I'm like, first of all, why are you keeping your ex phone number, and why are you even talking to him in the first place if you're dating me? And then that's when I was like, I ain't doing this. So I told the waiter when I was about to reserve the table, I said, "You know what, ma'am? Don't worry about it. You could let somebody else have the table. I'm out of here." And she was like, "What? Like, you gonna leave me alone?" Like that? Yeah, I'm gonna leave you alone by yourself. Go get yourself an Uber, you stupid little woman. Get out my presence, bro. Seriously, like that's the type of behavior, bro. I cannot stand. Like, don't listen. When you are out dating, you should not even mention no other man or woman. Period. I give that same respect to any woman that I would date. I would not even mention no other woman. It's just about you and how I get to know you. And you around here trying to play them type games? Nah, man. Nah. See, if that were me in that situation, the moment that she would have talked about her ex, I would have my steel toe boots sharpened up real nice. Kick that useless woman out the car. I'm serious. I'm dead serious. I'm dead serious, bro. Hey, 7-8, you remember that time on Black Fight Fan TV show, Trill Boxing Talk, when you mentioned that you basically kicked up with the steel boot to get the brake out of my car?
Oh, yeah, on the highway.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what she should have been treated to. Just kicked out straight to the highway. Go get yourself a Lyft or an Uber. You useless thing.
Yeah, I'm the king of kicking them out the car, man. I get rid of them. Listen, once it's been established that this ain't gonna work, I'm not dropping you off nowhere. I'm not finna take you by your cousin's house. I'm finna make up some excuse to get you out this car. And I don't care if we on the freeway ramp, whatever. I'm like, hey, do me a favor, get out. See, is that back tire flat? Just look at it and see. Whoop, gone. Bye. You know what I'm saying? What's up, passive student? You on mute, brother. Passive. He must have some technical difficulties. Passive student. All right. Let me what was your thoughts on this one? Oh, here you go. Passive student back. What's up, passive student?
Yeah, hear me?
Yes, sir.
What's going on, everybody? I know what's going on, 70. I know I've been away for a minute, but there's a whole bunch of mess going on with the government, and I work for the government, so.
Man, sorry to hear that, brother.
No, it's cool. It's cool. I mean, I ain't dying out here, but it's like playing chess in life. You feel me? So I'm just trying to make sense of everything going on.
Absolutely.
But I wanted to address real quick. I'm not gonna belabor no points or nothing like that, but I did want to address referencing people that don't have real established credibility with people in our community, right? So if someone has a long laundry list of verbal offenses toward our people, I don't think it makes sense to reference them at any point to validate an argument. What I mean by that is when we bring up Charlie Kirk and try to explain anything that of any points he was trying to make in reference to a misunderstanding, whether it had to do with black women, black people, whether they're qualified to do any job or no jobs, he isn't a credible enough source to reference or try to explain. He's not an incredible mind. He's not overly intelligent. He's not someone who says things to help or instruct. He is a toxic and was a toxic famous individual, and that's where it begins and that's where it ends. And I don't think it makes sense for us as black people to talk about people like Charlie Kirk, who may have had a statement or two that made sense to you outside of your race, just being a human being, but on the holistic picture of it, it would never make sense to me to reference somebody who had that much vitriol, not just for black women in any sense, whether we are for or against black women being on the side of transgenders, but for black people. Because I'm with y'all. I agree that, women, biological women are the only women. In my mind, there's no such thing as trans woman either. There's just women, and then there's just men, and then there's men who are still confused about who they are and what they are. But to reference Charlie Kirk in any respect, as in terms of trying to speak towards his credibility on a statement that sounded logical to you, it does not make sense if we're talking about what he meant towards black people. That's all I wanted to say.
All right, we'll let Blu-ray respond to that.
I disagree 100%, and if I respond, it's gonna turn the show into a whole nother direction. So because I don't feel like going a whole nother hour, if you want to have a conversation on another day when I feel like going there, I could we could set up a debate. I would prove you wrong all day long, and that's all I gotta say about that.
Well, I just wanted to
Hey,
say that it's not real quick. It's not. I'm not saying that to instigate a debate. That's just firm
Your
belief that
opinion.
I.
That's just your opinion.
Yeah, that's
well,
my
well,
opinion,
well,
and I'm not
Trey.
trying to argue. I'm not trying to argue against your opinion, but specifically Blue, because I know you're very strict about your beliefs. Because I know that you like to pull up chat GPT to validate your facts or what you say is facts. Because
Hold
I
on, can
pull
I
up
hold on, my brother. Can I interject real quick?
yeah,
How
good.
can I hold on? How can I pull up Chat GPT when I'm sitting right here on
No, no,
live
no, no.
when we do this
That's
show?
not what I'm
Like I'm
saying.
trying to figure out. No, no, no. Hold on. How are you going to say that I use Chat GPT
You
if you
do.
ain't never seen me use Chat GPT? I'm curious.
You pull up. Do you? Okay, so do you pull up chat GPT to validate any facts?
No,
So you've never pulled up chat GPT to
I
validate any
have.
facts?
Now I'm not gonna say I never have it, but I don't sit up here and pull up Chat GPT when I'm sitting here communicating, having a conversation with I mean, with you, Setting A, Abel, and anybody else.
No, but I'm
So I'm just,
not saying
I'm
that you
just, I'm
do.
just curious to why do you
Yeah, I'm
assume
not
that I
saying
use?
that you do
Let me
that.
tell you. Hold on. Let me tell you when I use ChatGPT. I use
Okay, go ahead.
ChatGPT when I'm on Facebook, when I'm making a post. Sometime when I
Okay.
want to make and I know my brother Ali, we do this when I want to make a controversial post that's engaging, and I don't want
Mm,
to violate the Facebook guidelines. That's when I use
okay.
ChatGPT. But I
So,
don't use
so,
Okay.
I don't use ChatGPT
so,
to do my research.
so I think
Okay. So that's great. So what I'm gonna tell you is that sometimes I use ChatGPT to do my research because I ask ChatGPT to pull wherever they got their sources. There's nothing wrong with using ChatGPT.
that's
Yeah,
what
I'm
I
not
was
I
about to
agree.
saying
say
I
that. I'm
agree.
though.
not saying that.
So,
I'm not saying that against you as. I'm not saying that as a knock against you.
Well,
What I'm
that's what
trying.
you tried to do, though.
no, but it
You
sounded
No,
like
I'm
did
you
that,
did
not.
that. It sounded like
No,
that's
no,
what
no,
you did
no,
though. So,
my
no.
brother. Yes, you
But you
so
didn't
why
let
did.
did you,
me.
so why did you say, oh, you somebody that likes bringing up Chat GPT? What was wrong with him if he brought up
Because
Chat GPT?
there isn't nothing wrong, and it's because no one let me finish my point. He interjected. He asked me, "Can I interject, brother?" And I said, "Sure," because I didn't finish my point.
Okay, so
So I let
why
him
did you bring
interject
that? Because I was agreeing with, so I agree with you on one part, and in this Chat GPT thing, I don't agree with you. So I'm trying to
because I
figure out
was
why you
going
brought
to
it up.
say, hold on, let me answer your
Okay.
question. I was going to say, I prefaced the Chat GPT because I was going to say I use Chat GPT. So I was going to preface that by saying that I also use the same thing that he uses. So the
I
point
didn't,
that
brother. I don't know about that. It didn't sound like it was
it
going that
doesn't, but it
direction.
doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what
It
it
has to
sounded like.
matter because it
That's what it
sounded
was
like.
going to be if you let me
But why
finish. She
that don't
wanted
make?
to
But why
interject.
would? Yeah, but that don't even make sense if that was the
Well,
point. If you
let's
was
see.
br-
Let's see where he was going with it. Go ahead, brother.
So basically, what I'm saying is, because I'm not trying to debate nobody. That's the whole point in what I was trying to get to. I know that Blue likes to bring up ChatGPT to validate facts. I also like to bring up ChatGPT when I don't have time to do hours upon hours of research to validate facts. It's about, I mean, I know that whatever the tone sounds like as I'm explaining myself is probably you just misinterpreting at first, but if you just let me get the thought out, everything will make sense. I'm not here to debate nobody. I'm just here to make a point about who do you, outside of what you research and who you look up, who do you validate as a primary source to determine what is right or wrong, what is good and evil? I don't think, me personally, if you go through his rap sheet, that Charlie Kirk was a good spokesperson for our people, period. And in no conversation, if we're talking about uplifting black people, should Charlie Kirk ever come up. That's just my personal opinion. And a lot of that opinion is based off of factual statements he's made that were proven to be said by him that were very asinine towards our people entirely, not just towards women, not just towards trans. He had a problem with everybody that wasn't white.
I agree with that. I agree. He had a problem with Martin Luther King. He discredited Martin
He
Luther
was
King.
yes, and now the president has given him one of the highest honors that a civilian can get from a president for doing nothing. The president has given him one of the highest honors as a civilian for doing absolutely nothing but other than being toxic towards us,
I
right?
just
And perpetuating a belief system. Like you could and Blue, you could disagree. It's okay. All I'm saying is that
bro, we listen. We
I
can
have
set
valid.
up. We can set up a whole debate, and I will send 78 all my receipts to prove you wrong any day you
To
want
prove
to
me
do
wrong
it.
on what?
Hey,
First, I
whenever
want to know
y'all
what I'm
wanna,
wrong
hey,
about.
listen, because if
Because
y'all
I don't even know what I'm
y'all
wrong about. I just made one statement about.
listen. If y'all don't want to go down this path of debating, then let's stop there now and let's revisit this later. Because otherwise we're gonna end up debating without debating. You know what I'm saying?
No, hold on, 78. I'm not going to debate him. That's why I said 78.
I don't even know what I'm wrong about.
Anytime he want to have this conversation, we can set up a live and we can just go back to back. I'll send my receipts at the end of the day. Now,
No, but
what
what are we
I do
debating?
agree,
That's
my
the point I'm
brother.
trying to make sense
What
of.
I do agree, yeah, you are, because you challenging my intellect. What I do
No, I'm not
agree with
challenging
you,
your intellect.
hold on.
I'm not challenging
What
your
I
intellect.
do agree with you is that I do not believe he is a spokesperson for black people. I agree with you 100% across the board on that. Now, again, you said out of your mouth that I use chat GPT whatever for my research.
What?
Hold on. My question to you is, how do you know that?
Because you've made reels related using ChatGPT, right?
No, I have not.
So you've never made a reel using ChatGPT.
No.
So you have
used. Hold on.
But that doesn't even hold on. That doesn't even matter because you said
Where
you use
you get that
ChatGPT for
from?
research. So what
Sir,
difference does
I
it make
never
how
said-
I know you know that if you admitted to everybody in the chat that you use
I did
ChatGPT
not
on
say I
Facebook?
use ChatGPT for
No.
research.
He's
I said
saying,
I
how
On
did you
use.
know that
Facebook.
before? He said, how do you know that before you said that? How do you know that before he said that? Before he just told you right now that he used Chat GPT. How did you
No,
know
I
that?
said I use ChatGPT
for Facebook.
Yeah, to do thumbnails and stuff. Yes,
Yeah,
but
I don't use it for research
you
and
can't make
to
it for reals.
get
You
my
can't.
ideology
I
about
didn't.
topics. I
Yeah,
use
he
But that's
several.
said
neither here. But the point is
he
that's
said he
No,
neither here
used
you
nor
can't say
there.
ChatGPT
that.
to
Hold
do the
on.
Yes,
guidelines
I
for
can.
You
guideline
cannot
purposes, not
say
for
that's
research.
neither here nor there because you
is
made the
neither here nor there.
statement.
It is neither here nor there. The point that I'm trying to make is that there's no point because whatever you say, because what do we do if you don't even know what you're debating me about with Charlie Kirk?
Yes, I do.
I'm not talking
Yes, I
about
do. I know 100%.
when I
Use
brought
the
up Charlie
bathroom.
Kirk, I wasn't referencing what
Come
you
on,
said about
man.
Charlie Kirk. I'm saying in general, using Charlie Kirk in any discussion as it relates to our people doesn't make any sense. I'm not specifically saying that towards any statement you made about Charlie Kirk anywhere in this conversation.
When I made that statement, my brother, I was validating what 78 said. I just used that as an example. Now, respectfully, you might not agree with the example that I'm using, and I'm cool with that. I don't have an issue with you not agreeing. Okay?
No, I don't have. I didn't disagree with what you listen. What I'm gonna say it again.
If you didn't disagree, what's the whole argument about this?
No, what I'm saying is, but that's why I'm confused about why you're trying to debate me because I don't know what we're debating about Charlie Kirk. All I said
He's
was a
not trying to
statement.
debate you. He's not trying to debate you, brother. He's asking you, why did you say he used Chat GPT? That's it.
Okay, that's fine because people use ChatGPT when they do their research.
All right, we going in circles now. This is
we go in circles. This is looping.
Yeah,
like
don't even worry about it. Let's move. Hey, shout out to Divine Photos in the super chat with the 2-piece. Much love, much appreciation. Says showing love, keep doing your thing. Thank you, good brother. Rod Neal in the building. What's up, Rod Neal?
Hey, what's good, 7-8? What's good, panel? I'm gonna make this one quick statement, then I'm gonna go right back to the chick that was in the car. Now, in Blu-ray defense, he said he used ChatGPT for purposes for like guidelines and make sure he not messing up no guidelines. He never said he used it for research. So I did hear him say that. Now, to go back to the chick in the car and old boy, you know what? I'm not gonna be too hard on that brother. Well, first, the reason why is because looking at the chick, you can tell they young, first of all. And I can see, and I can definitely see how I look like that at 20 and 21. to where you like somebody more than they like you, and you trying to do all this dumb negotiating with somebody, and he ended up, getting his feelings hurt behind this chick. Now, unfortunately, and this is just speaking for me, I can remember when I was in a situation kind of similar like that when I was like 19. Now, the problem was that after a situation like that happened, I became a menace from about 19 to about 24. So, so sometimes these situations, you know what I'm saying? It's a learning experience for him, and he going to continue to have learning experiences. The main thing is that he can look back at this situation and he just need to learn from it. That's the thing. I'm not gonna be too hard on him, and I ain't gonna sit here and say, I know what I would do in a situation like that now. But at 19 or 20 years old, they look like they was like in their early 20s. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna be too hard on them. But at the end of the day, he somewhat made the right decision by just saying, what I think. Hopefully, he didn't let that girl talk him into, nothing while he was trying to take her home.
Well, no, go ahead. Mm-hmm.
No, go ahead.
No. I was agreeing with you. I that's a good point. I think that I think the main issue we have, because listen, everybody on here then did some sucker behavior at some point in their life. But the thing is this: we didn't pull our phone out and record it and put it on the internet.
No, absolutely not. Absolutely.
Like when we did some sucker, because we all had to learn.
But we didn't have the internet at that time either, 78.
No, yeah, that's true. We sure didn't. We didn't. But even if we did, I don't want nobody to know I'm embarrassed. I ain't feeling embarrassed myself.
I agree.
You know
because even in the situation where when obviously we come, whatever, man. I'm 44 years old. We come up in an era where girl get down bad on you like that. You trying to look like a player in the situation at all times. You ain't trying to let nobody know that the girl got down bad at you at any cost. So that's the reason why you try to keep that under wraps. So I don't think I would have been trying to pull out a phone in a situation. Be like, look what she did to me. Like, I don't need no sympathy points. You know what I'm saying? Now, I'm probably finna tell a lie and be like, yeah, man, I kicked out the car. I probably would have did that before I would have put my own self on blast that she played me like a sucker.
And see, like me, the only time I even gave chances is when I was like in a real relationship. You know what I'm saying? Like, this was my girl. Like, I ain't messing with nobody else. Like, that's the only time I would even have dialogue for negotiation. But when if it ain't my old lady, I'm not doing no negotiating. I'm not doing no talking. None of it. You out of it.
Yeah, and I agree with you, and that's why I was saying too that clearly he liked her more than she liked him in the situation, and that's the part that he gonna learn from it. He'll be able to identify when somebody really rocking with him or not. You know what I'm saying?
Can I say this though? Yeah, go ahead.
No, go ahead. What's up?
Now, I was gonna say real quick. I think the main lesson in that situation, when it comes to that one girl that was somebody got some background.
That's passive student. You gotta go on mute, bro.
Okay, there you go. Better. Okay, so I think the main lesson we can learn from that situation with that one girl is that you got to find a woman that's going to respect you and is going to respect the person that you're around, and then more importantly too, she's going to have to understand that when you break up with somebody, that's it. That's done with. I mean, the girl cannot come around here and then pretend like, oh, I still got feelings for him, because first of all, you're setting yourself up for possible. Hey, 7-8. Let me ask you this question: in terms of that situation too, does that kind of situation lead to potential like domestic problems down the line, or even worse yet, domestic violence?
Yeah.
I would 7-8. I wouldn't wholeheartedly agree with that because
look, I believe it's about that. If he stays with that girl, it's going to lead to a domestic. If he sits down,
there you go.
If he lets her finesse him in the stand, and he already uncomfortable, you should never in a relationship do something you're uncomfortable with just to make somebody else happy, because eventually the disrespect is going to get to the point where when you realize that you being a sucker, when she gets more bold and all this stuff, and she starts
you just walk away, bro. Like when it comes. Bro, when it comes to putting your hands on a woman, just because she violate or do something, that don't make you put your hands on her. Because
you missing the point, bro. You missing the point.
No,
Blu-ray,
you're missing out the point, bro.
He's saying
there is no point. There is no point for me putting my hands on somebody unless I choose to. Period, bro.
But Blu-ray, you're missing the point, bro. That's not what he's referring to.
You are, bro. How you gonna tell me?
I'm not talking about you said, man. I'm talking about what Abel said. He said, "Will this lead up to domestic?" Bro, I'm not putting my hands on. Bro, I'm gonna walk away every
That's
time.
you, Blu-ray. No, that's only your situation. We're talking about the overall situation. So you gotta learn to listen, Blu-ray.
You can't make a blanket statement saying that it's gonna lead to
I
a
did
domestic
not.
situation.
What I heard
was
that
Blu-ray. You're misinterpreting it, sir.
Nigga, there is no, bro. I'm not misinterpreting.
No, you're misinterpreting it.
Real quick.
Hey,
Abel asked, can it lead to a domestic
can
situation?
Hold on, it depends on the individual.
No, but he asked 78.
Right, he asking me.
I asked 78, bro, not you, Blu-ray.
Blu-ray, you can't take my answer, bro. He asked me a question, and
But you can't sit up here and say blanket across the board that it's gonna lead to a domestic situation.
Say, bro, you just jumped in.
Blu-ray, you're misinterpreting the whole thing, bro. No, you're missing it. No, you're missing it. No, Blu-ray, you misinterpreted the whole conversation, bro. I'm talking to you, Blu-ray. You're misinterpreting the whole point.
I'm talking to 78. I ain't talking to you.
We just went on a 3-minute detour. I could have been done with what I was saying.
All right, go ahead, bro.
Look, bro. Abel asked 78. Do you think this can potentially lead to a domestic situation? I said absolutely. Dudes like this that stick with girls like that. He got no business with her. If he stays with a girl like that, he already is displaying signs that he's weak. And dudes that beat up on women are weak dudes. So he's already showing you if he stays with her, he's gonna end up hitting on her. He's gonna end up move her over by force. Ooh, you gotta do this and do that. That's what them dudes be doing. Look, the reason why you can't relate to it, Blu-ray, is because you would never take your phone out and record a girl shitting on you.
No, it's not. Exactly. No, 78. What I'm saying is, bro, we cannot indefinitely say that man will put his hands on her. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, my goodness.
Well, can I let me add another piece. Let me hold on, Abel. Hold on. Let me add another piece. Now, we just talking about possibilities. One possibility is he could end up in the situation with the chick, but probably the more likely scenario is you end up getting into it with the other dude. That's probably the more likely scenario because you end up fighting over because you end up fighting over a chick or get mad over a dude that you feel like keep crossing the line and she ain't never check him and you feel like you got to check. So I would just say, if for Blu-ray, where he's saying, if you talking about, conflict resolution, which we should all practice, would just be to remove yourself from the situation. So it won't be a situation where you got to slap the girl up or get yourself in the situation where you got to be trying to put hands on
hold on. I don't mean to cut you out. No, this is my point, which you are correct. But my point is this. What I'm saying is, even if the dude was to have a situation and like 78 called the individual weak, what I'm saying is we cannot say indefinitely, even if he is weak, that what he will do. That's all I'm saying.
Nobody said that, Blu-ray.
Yeah, no, but hold on, real quick.
Yes,
I just want to say this real quick. Hold on. I just want to say this real quick.
Rodney, am I?
Hold on.
Did he not say yes?
Let me talk,
bro.
I'm asking Rodney. Did 78 not say yes? You said yes. Don't worry about it. Hold on, 78.
Listen.
I'm going to go back and I'm going to clip it and I'm going to send it to you. And I want my apology.
Listen.
I'm going to clip it and I want you to apologize, 78.
I'm not apologizing shit.
I bet. I'm still going to clip it.
Bro, you cut me off when the man asked me the question.
78, I promise you, your brother going to clip it for you.
It is a hypothetical question that you have interpreted as a matter of factly.
78, you said yes.
Bro, it's a hypothetical question. He said,
Thank you.
He said, could something like this potentially?
And you said yes.
Yes,
but he's not saying that it's a scenario.
That means hold on, 78. That means that you're saying even though there's a possibility that indefinitely
potentially does not mean matter of factly. What are you talking about, Blu-ray?
Bro.
See,
Okay.
Blu-ray. The problem with you, Blu-ray, is that you're taking a situation that you would not do, but you're not thinking at the whole
That's
realm of
not
the
what I'm
situation.
able. That's not what I'm doing, sir.
Hold on, let
But
Blu-ray
that,
say, let Blu-ray
yeah,
say what
I'm
he
gonna
means.
let Blu-ray
Let Blu-ray
cook.
talk.
Not what I'm
Let Blu-ray
doing.
cook.
But okay, go ahead. I don't
So
have nothing to
what is
say.
the? What happened?
I say I don't have nothing to say.
No, so I bet. Okay, so Blu-ray, let me just say this real quick. Let me just say this. I can't speak for the whole panel. Me, Pastor Student or George, whatever you want to call me, I cannot always interpret what you mean when you say specific things regarding the subject matter. So what I mean is when it seems like you're projecting a bit of your personality to the situation on behalf of what you would do if you were in that situation. Now, the case may be that that's not what's happening. That's not what you're trying to do. But in my eyes, that's what it looks like you're doing. Now, I will say this. I think that you're right. That there should be, or there always should be, a procedure that involves conflict resolution. I agree with that wholeheartedly. But I think from this perspective, at least from where I'm looking at it, not every man handles a situation similarly. Well, some men are not mentally stable enough to deal with specific type of woman. And I know you know this. I'm just conversing with everybody. Not every man has the same mental thumbprint in their minds to deal with a woman. Some men are more measured about it, like you, 7-8, every man on this panel. And other men are just I can't curse, but other men are just simps or bums. They don't know what they're looking at. You understand what I'm saying?
Pat,
So what I'm
yeah.
trying to say, is while you may not be, you see the same way that when I was talking to you, the tone came out indifferent. Now I am seeing where the confusion lies because now you're not saying that now the tone is starting to look indifferent with you, where we're saying, oh, this is what you said, but then you're saying that's not what I said. So you see where the confusion lies. I'm just trying to make sense of this whole discussion without it fragmenting into something that doesn't make sense.
Nah, you good, brother. I said what I said, so I'm done with it.
Yeah, this is what I'm saying, y'all. And then I'm gonna move to another person on the panel. This is what I'm saying. If you ask me, hey man, little dude, you know what I'm saying, dude just bought a gun. He got kids in the house. Could this potentially lead to one of them kids getting a gun? Yeah, it could. But this is why you have to do X, Y, Z to prevent that from happening. That's how that conversation goes. That's how the conversation go. It don't go from that to, oh, you saying that everybody who get he gonna do? No, I'm not. He asked me a specific question about potentially, and I've seen a lot of guys who are not ready to deal with these type of funky broads, and they get overly emotional. They get frustrated because they might not have the gift of gab, or they ain't got the ability, the intellectual ability to deal with this broad, or the strength to walk away from it. And they end up using their hands. They end up hitting on the girl, abusing the girl, or even worse. That stuff does happen. It shouldn't happen, but it does.
I agree, Nate, but the reason I even responded the way I responded is because once he asked you the question, your initial statement was yes. And so my only thing I'm saying is that we can't say what's gonna happen and what's not gonna happen. That's where I land my plane at.
I understand, Blu-ray, but he did use the word potentially. And potentially,
but even with potentially, right? Again, we don't know what's gonna happen.
Blu-ray, come on, bro. Now you just arguing to be arguing, bro.
It's true, though.
Come on,
bro. You're trying to. Hey, 7-8, can I take this real quick? Let me take the mic real quick. I'm gonna rephrase it. I'm gonna say the question again because I don't think you understood what I said. I said before you.
How you gonna tell me, bro?
Let me talk, bro. Stop interrupting, man.
I can do what the hell I want to do. Nigga, what you talking about?
Dude, stop interrupting when I'm talking.
I can do what I want to do, man. You the one need to get some respect on the platform, not me.
Bro, I've been actually the most respectful around here. You're the one out here that's trying to defend. Let me cook, bro. Stop interrupting me.
You come on the platform like you're running something, bro. Chill out, bro. Real talk.
No,
like Bro, your energy be real,
Blu-ray,
like out of pocket. You
Blu-ray,
don't see that though.
Blu-ray. I've been very respectful of you, sir, but you right now, you're really crossing the line right
I'm
now. You
not
better
crossing
calm
no
down.
line. I'm just
All right,
letting you know what I'm on.
let's just forget it, man. Forget it, bro.
Yeah, I'm not. I'm gonna drop this. I'm gonna let it go.
Yeah, just let it go, man. Anybody got any last words, man? So we get up out of here. I'm gonna go watch basketball, man.
Nah, you good, man. You good, bro. We good.
Hey man, y'all know every week is something with me, man. But I love y'all, man. Real talk, man.
Well, first, I want to say I appreciate y'all for having me on. And then the other last comment I was gonna make, because I know you you had about that the chick on there, and I was talking about her and that sit down area. Man, look, let me
sit down.
let me tell you this story real quick. Like at one time, and this is a sad situation, man. Like one time, like it was one of my female cousins. Like we was at a funeral, man, and like my uncle, one of my uncles had passed, and she sitting beside me, man. I don't know what she had going on, man, but it was just wild, man. It was like it's just sad to say I couldn't even tell who died that day. It was ridiculous, bro. It was ridiculous.
That boy said it at the funeral. God dang.
I don't even know. Like I don't know what they be. I don't know what they be on. Like it's the thing too. Like and it's women be calling it out too, because I done seen a plethora of chicks that be on TikTok, Instagram. They be they do Brazilian wax and stuff like that. And they be talking about the chicks they be showing up.
Boy, you sure right about that, boy.
They be
on this show.
And they be coming from the gym and everything. It's like, dude, how do you not even think that you coming from the gym that you should? They got the showers at the gym, bro. Like,
yeah, bro, it's crazy that you said women that do waxes, bro. If you have a conversation with a woman that do waxes, bro, she would tell you all type of stories, bro. No cap.
But yeah, that's all. I know you trying to wrap up, and then
man.
Good.
No, you good.
I want to say this one last thing before I drop though, man. Shout out to Ali, man. Listen, I done seen a couple of those panels that he been on.
Yeah, that's my brother, man.
The patience, brother, that y'all have dealing with these chicks. And this is me speaking as a married man for 17 years, and these chicks be up here talking about thinking they know everything about how marriage is supposed to go. Man, look, bro, it takes man. I don't have the patience, man. So I don't see how y'all do it. But salute to y'all. Do what y'all gotta do, fam.
Shout out to Ali.
Yeah, man.
Hey, Ali.
Ali, you on mute, brother? Oh, dang.
Man, that nigga done dropped. I was gonna tell Ali, hey, 7-8. I was gonna try to set you up and get you on one of his shows one day. Me and you get on one of his. Hey, man, you need to get on one of his shows one day. He be having a whole panel full of women, nigga. I'm telling you, it be lit.
Going over there. It's going over there and cause some ruckus.
Nah, that's my brother in real life, though.
Yes, sir.
Bro, them chicks be so out of order, bro. Them chicks be so out of order, bro. And like,
hey, but 7-8, but the only thing is you can't go hard like you be doing.
Oh no, I ain't gonna do that on nobody else's page, bro. I don't know how to do it.
Yeah,
I'm always whenever I go to somebody else's page, I already know I got toned down on the pimp.
Nah, I know you be using the B word and all that type of stuff.
Oh, no, I wouldn't do that on nobody's page.
Oh, okay.
I wouldn't do that. Only way I do that is if a chick get out of line would be cussing me.
Hey, Rod, that's what I'm trying to tell him. He don't know.
Because the thing about it is that especially if you start saying something that these chicks don't like, they not finna let you get that off. They're not finna listen. They finna start trying to overtalk you.
Oh yeah, I ain't going over there then. I ain't doing it.
Oh yeah, bro.
No, if I can't, cause then they gonna be all kind of funky ass bitches. And I don't want to do
yeah, bro.
Homie page.
Hey, 7-8, I'm telling you, have fun, bro. I swear to God, bro.
Man.
That's why I say you gotta have. I guess you gotta know what you're going for. And know that you gotta have some patience when you show up, you know what I'm saying? And so I know him and this dude, I think what they call him, what is his name? Fatty or something like that.
Fatty, yeah,
like,
Fatty.
Yeah, I don't know how they even popped up in my algorithm.
Hey, send me the link to the homie page so I can check them out.
All right, bet. I'll send it to you.
I want to see what anybody got any other topic y'all want to cook on before we get up out of here?
Hey, bro, what? You didn't have man, I'm surprised you didn't have a clip of the King 6'8" nigga. And we did that last week, right?
Yeah, I thought we did that.
Okay, my bad. You remember when he was walking down and the dude left and walked away from his old lady?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, the old lady walked away from her man to go talking about I know you. We did that last week.
No, we didn't do that one. Matter of fact, I downloaded and didn't upload it, bro. That's what
Man,
happened,
bro. That was the one right there, boy.
We
You
talked
think
about
that?
it.
You talking about blocking the X? Oh no, bro. That was the one.
Real quick, guys. I will say this before the chat ends that I've been listening to 78 for a minute. I've been listening to the 304, and I just want to
Hey,
say,
you going out, bro? You went out.
Can y'all hear
I don't
me
know if
now?
you went out to everybody else.
We hear you now.
Can you hear me now? Bet.
Yeah.
So basically, I just want to say that I think that because me personally, I don't mean to turn this into like a depressing thing, but I actually know grown men who took their lives over a woman. You feel me? That I was close with. You understand what I'm saying? So I know, and I am a type of person like I don't believe in alpha, beta, male, omega. I don't believe in none of those categories. None of that is existent to me. If you're a grown man with principles, you stand on business, you a man. You are straight up and down. You a man. Same thing for a woman. If you straight up in this, you stand on business, you handle your business like a true woman. You're a true strong woman. That's it. But I know that that's my belief. That's how that's how I see it from my perspective. But I know that world is very diverse in the way that men and women think. And the way that I think is not how another man that I respect thinks. And I don't the trap that I want to catch myself doing time and time and again is projecting what I believe and what I feel and what I think to another man who sees the world completely different from my own. And the thing is this: the close friend of mine who took his own life with a pistol over a woman, he was a very brilliant brother. He was for the culture. He was one of those stand up like he had that Black Panther energy, if you understand what I'm saying. Like he was really about being black. Like he did not, but the woman was his downfall. A woman was his downfall. A toxic woman was his downfall. And there was no amount of words that I feel in my mind from where he was going. There's no amount of words that I could have said that could have changed his trajectory from where he would have never where he would eventually end up. So the trap that I think we should not fall into is projecting what we think and believe in what a person should do onto other people, because people, no matter how their minds, they're gonna do what they want. There's always gonna be a traitor. There's always gonna be someone who's super loyal. There's always gonna be somebody who's in between. And it's about identifying who those people's is, and it's also identifying the state can save in a person who's sick in the head and who you cannot save who's sick in the head, and just accepting that and moving on with your life. But I just want to throw that out there because I feel like sometimes when I listen to the 304 show, I tend to feel agree with 95%. Can you hear me now?
I hear you, but you keep going in and out. Go ahead, brother.
How about now?
Yeah, I hear you.
So while I agree with 95% of what y'all be talking about on the 304 show, I just want to make sure that we don't fall into them traps of projecting ourselves into people who could have completely different mental look on life apart from how we see things. That's what I wanted to say. I know it's a long-winded, but that's all I got.
Okay. Yes, sir. Let me respond to what you said. I think that while I understand what you're saying, but projecting yourself into somebody else's situation is why talk shows even exist. Without having that ability to put yourself in another man's situation, you don't have politics, you don't have religion, you don't have anything. That's the basis of our humanity, is to put ourselves in another person's shoes. You understand? And now it might not always be fun, it might not always be fair. Sometimes we can be jerks about it, but that's life. As even with today, you came on here telling Blu-ray what he supposed to be doing. See what I'm saying? You said you said, hey, look, man, we
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we hear you, brother. But what I'm saying is, when you came on here, you said the first thing you did was say you told Blu-ray how he should feel about Charlie Kirk.
No. That wasn't the context I meant it. What I should not have done when I made that statement towards Blu-ray is talk about how he gets his information. But the way that I feel, because we could talk about, that's what the platform is about. We could come on here
That's what I'm
and
saying.
yeah, we could talk about how we feel, what we're opinionated on. But I think when it comes to coming up with the crucial, like an answer that makes sense for all of us as men, I think it's very important. And y'all already do this. I'm just conversing. It's important to just make that distinction between what we feel and perceive as individuals and what a person with a mental health issue is actually seeing. That's all I'm trying to
No,
make. But
bro,
I agree with you. I agree
yeah,
100% with what you're saying.
this you right. Then this what happened. You come in with the kielbasa, Blu-ray come in with the rice, Abel come with the beans, I come with what I come with, and then we got gumbo. We got
That's
gumbo.
it. Facts. All the way 100% facts.
I have a question.
Go ahead, bro.
So Pat, right? Is it Pat?
It is passive student.
Okay,
you could call me George.
Okay,
My name is George.
So who has the mental health issue? I'm just curious.
So, like for example, if let's say for example, hold on, let me go inside real quick, and I'll be very quick. Let's say you got somebody who's doing something stupid on the internet, right? Like the way we be doing with the 304 shows, and we see like a grown ass dude doing something completely idiotic and stupid, and it's so easy to say something like, "Oh, I would never do some joint like that because I'm different than he is," or X, Y, Z, blase, blase, right? That's the point that I'm trying to make. In the sense that it's very easy, like for us to have these judgments, but at the same time, and we could have them, we could say it, we could say how we feel, we could give our opinion, but we also need to know. And I'm not saying this against you, I'm just saying in general. This is not specifically against anybody on this channel. I mean, this panel. I'm saying we need to know when to take a step back and not live in our own perspective in order to get the most accurate answer you could get out of a very toxic situation. Because when I was dealing in certain things that I've dealt with in my life that were very hard decisions to make, that in some ways traumatized me, in order for me to get the right answer, I learned the hard way that I needed to step outside of myself to make sense of something that looked like it was not in my control.
So let me ask you a question. So George, let me ask you a question. So when you were going through any situation that's traumatizing or etc., that's just like if I'm going through something, I'm gonna call 78. You know why? And 78 is going to project some common sense into me, just in case I don't have the wherewithal to have common sense for myself. So I'm confused on why wouldn't you confide? That's why they got therapy. That's why they got counseling. And like 78 even said, when he even responded to the statement initially, 78 was spot on. So I'm confused on where you going with this, because everybody judges, everybody projects, everybody gets insight from something somewhere else. Even the way, hold on, let me make this, I'm gonna land my plane right here. Even the way I see life, even the way the 78 see life, even the way the Abel see life, we learned it from something or somebody.
Right. Okay, I see where you're coming from, and I think what you're saying is valid. But here's what I'm trying to say. That's a good example you brought up of you go to 78 so that he could give you advice. But you must understand, and I know you understand, I'm just speaking in general terms to answer your question. 78 is not Blu-ray. So in the answer that I think he would give, you need to complete that answer by committing to what he says. That's number one. Number two, that's you brought up a great point about therapy. I personally, for example, there was when I was in the West Side, I went to seek therapy about a situation. When I met with my therapist, and this is nothing against her, but it was a white lady, and I couldn't relate to any advice she gave me, specifically because culturally she wasn't with me. Nothing of what she was saying I could relate to. It didn't make sense to me. But when I sought therapy with people within my own culture, it made sense to me what they were saying because they understood where I came from. The lady that I spoke with, who I will not name, she gave me profound advice. right? She wasn't projecting her thoughts into me because she had to step outside of herself to give me that advice that resonated with me. Can you give advice based specifically based on your own personal experiences? Of course. My father did that many a time and it worked all the time. My father, he's very a matter of fact. Like he doesn't play no games. He blue collar. He's been working in a beer company for like 30 something years, and he's giving me profound advice that he didn't need to go get a degree for. You feel me? So there's a time and place to get that advice, and there's a time and a place for you if you truly want to help somebody and it's a very complex issue. Sometimes you really do need to not answer it the way you shouldn't.
Now I see what you're saying. Now I see what you're saying.
Okay, so let me ask you a question then. Let me ask you, do you have children?
I don't have children. I have nieces and nephews.
Okay, so hypothetically, if one of your nieces or nephews came to you about a specific situation, you mean to tell me after all your years of experience, you're not going to give them advice based on the knowledge that you've obtained from all your experiences in life?
Thank you for asking that question. That's a great question right there because this is my answer. My nephew is autistic, right? So I need to do two things. I need to answer him based off of my personal life experiences, but I need to almost step out of myself in a way and explain it in a way that he understands because he's autistic, right? And I can't just straight out tell him exactly the way I would tell it to you because I need to explain it in the way that his mind can understand it because
Right.
You feel me? So that's what I'm trying. That's the point.
Let me say something though. But this, I gotta say this, but I think we do an excellent job there. I've been doing that my whole life. But
no, I agree. I think the 304 show is solid because you got so many.
I disagree with him.
No. I didn't understand what he was saying at first, but I think. But
hold on, let me tell you why though.
No, that's cool. It's okay to think differently.
No, I just want to finish my point real quick.
Go ahead.
I understand what he's trying to say, but I think we already doing that, and I think we do an excellent job of that.
I agree. I think you do.
Yeah, and my thing is this: when it comes to certain things, I'm just being honest with you. I'm not finna sugarcoat it, bro.
No, that's for sure. I agree.
What I'm saying is this: if my little nephew come to me and he say, "Hey, Unc, man," I'm saying, I think I was supposed to be a girl. I'm saying, no, you thinking the wrong shit.
I agree with you. You see, and that's a great point. But this is what I'm trying to say. I'm not saying this in a way. Oh, you need to sugarcoat shit. No way, no how. I'm not talking about sugarcoating nothing. It's about knowing what that characteristic.
Yeah, you're talking about connecting to people on the level they can understand. But brother, if we got a show that's on the World Wide Web, we cannot talk to each individual at the same time in the same voice, speaking to all of their sensibilities.
I agree with you. Yeah, I agree. That's why I said in the beginning that this show, like, we come on here, chop it up, give our opinions and whatnot, this, that, and the third. But what I'm saying is, speaking outside of what the show already does well, like if we're talking man to man, like if it's a serious situation, I was just bringing up personal things here and there to just talk because I feel like this was the platform to do it. But what I'm saying is that, yeah, I agree with you 100%. You don't need to sugarcoat nothing for the 304 show. But if we're talking about outside of the 304 show as men, philosophically, like, we need to be realistic about what our expectations will be. Because if you expect people to change based off of the great life experiences you have, and you think you have wisdom that will be profound for someone else, and then that person don't listen to you at all, even though you know that wisdom is profound, and you've heard many people tell you that that's profound wisdom, don't get mad if that one person you want to take that knowledge doesn't take it, and they do the most reckless shit that you could ever think of. That's all I'm saying.
No, but George, that's no, bro. Listen, that's no onus on us though, because I'm pretty sure.
I agree. It is
because I'm pretty sure 78.
I'm not saying it against you. I'm speaking in general terms.
So let me say something real quick. You see this right here? This is my autistic son. Since you want, I can relate in real life. I'm not talking about something on the internet.
Okay,
this is my son. He's autistic. He's different from this son, right? Okay. My oldest. But guess what? What I preach and what I stand on don't change, period.
And that's what it should be, because you are their father, right? And that's how it should always remain, because you are their father, whether they're autistic
But
or
no,
whether they
but you hold on, but you literally said that I should cater to my
No, I
autistic
didn't. I
nephew.
didn't use
No,
that word.
listen. What I stand for as a principled man don't change, period. I don't care
No,
if you're autistic or you not. Because watch this. Consequences don't care about if you autistic or not.
I agree with you. I agree with you.
If
But
I
what I'm
take
saying,
a 2-year-old, hold on. If I take a 2-year-old child on the Eiffel Tower, and I set that 2-year-old baby, autistic or not, and I set that baby on the ledge, if that baby fall off that ledge, it don't matter if you are autistic, it don't matter if you were a genius, it don't matter about nothing. You're going to suffer the consequences of your actions. And I know I'm 44. I know 70, I don't know. But as experienced men, we understand this. So even though I might try to convey the message differently, but my message and my values and my principles do not change, period. I don't care who you are.
Blu-ray's right. I hate to break it to you, brass student, but Blu-ray's right. The bottom line is society does not care if the kid's autistic or not, or don't matter. Who you are as a person and what you teach in your household is where you come from, and those are your values. And that's what Blu-ray is talking about. And to that extent, I agree with it. Because at the end of the day,
hold on, let me cut you off for a minute. That's not the point that I'm trying. For example, Blu-ray brought up his autistic son, right? I don't know where his autistic son is on the spectrum, but I know that my nephew is on a certain spectrum as an autistic child, right? He's 10 years old. One of the biggest, listen, the values don't change. Your philosophy on life doesn't change. How you communicate your values, how you communicate your philosophy, literally communicate your values so that your autistic child or nephew can understand it, is what I'm talking about. That's the important piece. Because there was a point where my nephew could not tell me if he was molested by somebody. Does that make sense? Because he didn't know how to articulate that because of his autism.
Brother, listen, this is what I'm saying. I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. The conversation is a little bit offensive because you're saying you're not talking to us, but you being a little passive aggressive, bro. It's like this. I'm being honest with you. I'm just telling you how I feel. It's like, why we still talking about this? If you're not talking to us directly or specifically, why are we still talking about this? You saying like we gotta do a
Blu-ray asked me a question, so I'm just answering.
What I'm saying is you saying like we gotta do a better job.
No, I'm not saying y'all need to do a better job.
That's what you said.
No, but what I'm saying is just a general statement for bigger picture. I'm not specifically talking about people on the 304 show.
Yes, you are, bro.
No, I'm not.
Do that,
you can't tell me. No, listen.
George,
listen. With respect, on I'm not gonna do that. I swear on people closest to me and my family that I'm not referring to anyone on the show. I'm that serious. I'm being dead serious. I'm not referring. It's probably the tonal issue, but I swear on my mom's life that I'm not referring to anybody on the show. I'm speaking in the most general terms. I'm just communicating my philosophy. That's it.
George, can I ask you a question, please, respectfully? So, what was the whole point for bringing it up? Now, let me say this because
I prefaced it by saying bringing up something personal that happened to me, because 7-8 was talking about we're about to close the show, and I just wanted to throw that one little statement out there about awareness of people's and background.
But you were telling us not at the end of the day and at the core of your message, and you might disagree with this. And 7-8, I don't know how his interpretation.
But the chat is agreeing. The chat feel like you was like being passive aggressive, bro. I'm just telling you.
Well, I wasn't. I don't feel like I was being passive aggressive. That's probably just how I come up. That's probably how I'm coming off and how I sound.
I don't think you communicated what you were trying to communicate the right way.
Right.
Yeah, because because I thought I knew what you were talking about, but then we're like, why are we still talking about this, bro?
Yeah, because but my thing is, he was
I will
telling
say,
us,
because Blu-ray keeps
us
asking.
not to project our ideas and our
No, because
ideologies
I'm
at the
trying
end of
to
the day.
answer.
Hold on.
You know what I think it is? I think the frustration in my voice is me when Blu-ray asks me a question. My frustration comes from, damn, I guess how I explained it didn't make sense. Let me say it like this. And then when he asks me another question, because he prefaces it by saying he doesn't understand why this, that, and the third, it's me trying to say it in a way that makes sense. And I think what I'm doing is stepping on myself and tripping on myself, trying to explain it as thoroughly as I can to Blu-ray, because he's the only one out of everyone in the panel keeps asking me the question of, okay, based off of what you said, why this? So then I'm answering the question. I'm trying.
Yeah, but I'm gonna keep it real. I'm gonna keep it gangster with you, bro. Low key, it feel like you talking to me. If I'm gonna keep it 100 with you, bro, I'm gonna be real with you.
That's what it sounds like.
I'm gonna be real with you, bro. You were gaslighting me. Keep it 100 with you. You gaslight. Oh, let me get it out.
No,
you were gaslighting me. Then low key try to tell me don't project your ideas. Cool, I'm cool with that, bro. Just be straight up. Blu-ray, I don't agree with you, bro. Listen, me and Abel, even though me and Abel go at it every week, and I'm cool with it. You know what I'm saying? Bro, sometimes we're gonna have a little disagreement. It's gonna be a little entertainment. That's just part of the show, bro.
Cool, it's cool.
At the end of the day, nobody should take this personal. Last week we had a whole heated show, and then it came back. And at the end of the day, it was love.
Yeah, me and Blu-ray argue all the time, and then me and Blu-ray never argue in real life.
Hold on a second, though. Like, here's the thing. Pastor Student, hold on, brother. Here's the thing, bro. Like, you got to understand something here. What Blu-ray projects in his life is how he sees things. So the way you were interpreting the thing, you were basically kind of being a little bit passive aggressive of what you're trying to explain to him. And to that, I cannot co-sign with that, because at the end of the day.
So remember what I said. I wasn't being passive. Hold on. Remember, I wasn't being passive aggressive. I was trying to. My frustration came from trying to answer his questions, not that I was being passive aggressive towards him. Whether you believe it or not, that's just the facts of the matter.
I understand. Hold on, Pastor Student. I understand what you're. Pastor Student. I understand what you're saying here, but I understand what you're saying, but the way that we've been watching it, because I have not said nothing. I've let you and Blu-ray cook. The way that it came across was a little bit passive aggressive, even if it wasn't intentional or not. The way that it was being perceived, it was being passive aggressive, and that's why Blu-ray did not appreciate that, because at the end of the day, because listen, on this show right here, me and Blu-ray, we go at each other 24/7, 365. We disagree on everything. But at the end of the day, I take nothing personal with it, even though he may not like the things I have to say most of the time, because I just come at it a little differently than others. But at the end of the day, there's a decorum that we keep it respectful at the end of the day, because here's a real deal. Blu-ray is a father. I'm not a father. He sees things very differently that I see a lot of things differently too. But it doesn't mean we don't respect people's perspectives. Am I right, Blu-ray?
Correct.
That's the thing. The thing is, what Blu-ray, when he describes certain things, he's describing from the perspective where he comes from and where he grew up in his life. The same way that I projected too. The other thing here is that here's the one thing you got to understand, Pastor Stu. The one thing you have to understand here is that when you're talking to people, sometimes it's better not to try to angle it a different way. Just go straight forward what you have to say. And if people disagree with it, then people disagree with it at the end of the day. You can agree to disagree. Me and Blu-ray disagree on a lot of different stuff. Check the previous episodes. We disagreed on a lot of different stuff. And yes, it does get heated. Absolutely. Why I wanted to come at Blu-ray's not. But at the end of the day, there's nothing personal after the fact.
Hey, George, I'm going to give you a prime example of this show, right? So I said, I don't date women that curse. Then they said, I wouldn't take it that far. I ain't tripping on a woman that cuss. She just can't cuss at me. I was literally projecting and just communicating my standard. I'm not expecting no grown man watching me to say what? Well, since Blu-ray don't deal with women that curse, I'm not going to deal with women that curse. Hey.
No, it's about building dialogue. But what I'm saying, Nate, like
Let me
for
just get. Let me
a
just say
man,
this real quick.
hold on, Joy. Let me say this. Let me land my plane. For a man to sit up here on the internet and just because I say something, I'm not gonna deal with women that curry. Bro, you need to grow up. That's just my personal opinion. But go ahead.
But listen, I just want to say this. It really is my explanation being lost in translation. 100%. Because I listened to the 304 show. You understand what I'm saying? And I agree 95% of the time with what all you guys have to say. Maybe a little less with some of the
with me,
points.
just
No,
be real with it.
listen. No, it's not that simple. I don't always
Hold
disagree with
on,
Blu-ray
George.
because
George, this is what I want you to do, respectfully. Bro, just say what you disagree with me about, bro. Don't talk about the show. Talk about me because I'm the only person you disagreeing with, and there's some things that I say and project you don't like, and that's cool. I'm not mad, bro. Just say it.
No, but the conversation we were having, I didn't know that it was a conversation that we were having whether we disagreed or agreed. You brought up your autistic son. I brought up my autistic
it started
nephew.
way before that, George. Stop.
It was way before that.
No. I'm just I'm just bringing up a
bro,
point.
You're not keeping it solid, bro. That's why I keep coming at you because you ain't.
Listen.
Just say it.
But you're not letting me finish my point. Right?
You keep going
you need to
around,
listen, but you need to listen.
Bro, you're doing a revolving
You're
door,
eager.
family.
You're too eager to speak, and you're not listening.
Because
you understand? You're too eager to get the answer, but you don't want to hear.
All right,
the
so
answer.
George, watch this. Ask the chat then, and I know everybody in the chat don't be rocking with me. Ask the chat if I'm the drive 78. This is what I want you to do. Ask the chat. Does Blu-ray have a point, or does he not have a point that he want George to come straight out and flat out and say what his issue is with me?
But I don't have an outright issue with Blu-ray. That's I wonder. I guess the question is, what issue do you think I have with you?
No, we're not gonna go backwards, bro. Look,
because I don't understand. I don't understand what you're trying to say. If I have a problem with you, I promise you, Blu-ray. I promise you, on my nieces and nephews' live, I promise I'm gonna let you know if I got a problem with you.
On your baby.
No, I'm just saying because he's talking about
don't
I'm not being solid. I don't want to tell him that I got a
problem.
if I got a problem, I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna say if I have a problem, but I don't have a problem.
Pastor Stu, this is
okay.
And then forget it. We ain't gotta go there. Listen, when we came on the show, all right, your first thing you addressed was you didn't address Blu-ray, but you addressed what Blu-ray said. And that's offensive. It's just we here to have dialogue. It's okay to say, hey, Blu-ray, man, I totally disagree with you on Charlie Kirk. Don't talk around him like he ain't here. Like that's, you know what I'm saying? Like, come on, bro. Just say.
Hold on. I think I'm understanding what y'all trying to say because I'm over here trying to make it because I don't want to have a debate with nobody.
Hold on, George, real quick. Hold on, George, real quick.
Let me just get this.
Hold on, I'm gonna let you land.
Let me land the plane.
Hold on, George.
Let me land the plane.
I got you. Hold on. 78. After George get done, I want to know what the chat is saying. But go ahead.
Hold on. Let me land the plane. I didn't want to come on here to debate. To be honest with you, on some real stuff, I didn't want to come over to debate. All I wanted to say was the Kirkland situation. He should not be brought up in any conversation that has to do with anything dealing with black people and moving up or anything like that. He should be left out. He should not be referenced at all. That's the only thing I wanted to say, and I was gonna let the chat be the chat. That's it.
Right. But now, and you're right. But in doing so, you are projecting your personal ideas.
I agree.
Blue blood.
I 100%.
I mean, Blu-ray. I said blue blood. Shout out to blue blood.
No. I want.
Don't put blue blood name into this, man. What are you doing?
Yeah, blue blood. Man, I heard I came up in this shit. But we good though, y'all. Let's go.
What the chat? I want to know what the chat say.
Oh, the chat. What y'all? How y'all feel?
Go ahead, chat. Agree. Go ahead with Blu-ray.
No. You ain't got to know. Hold on.
It's all good, chat.
Ain't nobody forcing nobody. It's grown men and men and women.
No, this is the thing. If the chat agrees with what you're saying,
Chef Joy says, I don't think he has an issue with Blue. And then Jason Williams says, Jason, let me go back up here with Jason Williams. He he literally said that, but he sugarcoating it. He talking about passive. He said he being passive aggressive. What he's saying. And then
that's cool.
Let me see. Robert Singleton says, so you don't want a debate, but you making statements that lead to a debate. Okay,
that's probably the best. That's probably the best statement out of it.
I think the thing is this: I'm answering the questions that are being asked of me, and I guess because people disagree with what I'm saying, it may come off as a debate. But I really did not see it as a, whether y'all believe it or not. It doesn't matter. I did not see it as a debate.
When you go back, I rock with you, Pastor Dude. Yeah, I've been rocking with you for years. But when you go back and listen to the show, and just listen, when you go back and listen to it, watch when you first came on, right? Mm-hmm. Everybody on the panel knew you were talking about Blu-ray's statement. But when Blu-ray called you out on it, listen. You was talking about Blu-ray's statement about Charlie Kirk. And then when Blu-ray called you out on it, you backtracked and said, I don't want to debate.
Yes, I was.
So that's like, what are we talking about then? If Blu-ray offered to, he offered the dialogue.
Because he said, no. I was just making a point that we shouldn't, like, I was just talking like we shouldn't bring up Charlie Kirk. And then Blu-ray said, well, if you want to debate, we could debate on why I thought he meant we could debate on, we should talk about why we would bring Charlie Kirk up in a discussion about black people. That's what I thought Blu-ray was trying to say. And I'm like, I don't want to debate that.
He wanted to slap you, and you ain't supposed to slap him back, Blu-ray.
But hold on. But see, here's the thing, though, man. Like, if you're gonna bring up a point, hold on a second. If you're gonna, here's my example. When I have a disagreement or when I go after Blu-ray knows I'm going at him. I'm going at him because he either has something to say that's outlandish, or if he has something to disagree with, I'm gonna go for it. And he knows I'm gonna go for it.
Hey, you know what? I don't think Abel know how to sugarcoat nothing. I don't think
because here's the thing.
Hey, Abel, come on here and say, he say, 70, I gotta talk about these bitches, man. I'm sorry. I can't. What the hell?
Hey, man, you want to know something? I think this is a good learning lesson because sometimes you be in the mood to debate, but I didn't want to debate. I guess I just wanted to converse with people. Converse with my equals. I wanted to talk with my equals. That's what I wanted to do. But I guess it came off.
No, it's cool.
Being confrontational.
No,
I didn't take it. Hold on, I didn't take it as you was being confrontational. Not at all. I didn't take it like that.
I'm gonna run it back. I'm gonna do what 78 says, and I'm gonna run it back and listen to the tone of how I said it. Because I didn't feel that I was being like I was trying to debate. I thought I was trying to explain.
So let me ask you, George. So George,
give me out of here after George answers. Go ahead.
So George, you're telling me you were not projecting at all?
No. Again, I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna let it go. I'm gonna let it go, and I promise I won't bring it up again. I was projecting. I agree with that.
Okay.
I was projecting. You were projecting. 78. Everybody was projecting, and then I said, "There's nothing wrong."
Hold on, George. Hold. So you don't open up another can. Hold on. Explain. Hold on, Senate.
You see, this is how we win.
No. Come on, George. No.
Let him speak.
No, I have a question, George. I have a simple question. Tell me how I was projecting.
This I want to hear.
Well, when 78 was trying to explain that, for instance, when Abel asked the question about the potential for the dude to do something crazy.
Okay.
You projected in that particular statement. Say that's a lie.
Hold on. No. I need more context.
You didn't project?
Okay, what was the projection?
That you thought that 78 said something that he didn't say.
And what was that?
The chat could tell you.
No.
It ain't no. That's what happened.
No, you need to hold on. George, if you're going to make that statement, you have to substantiate. George, hold on. George, if you're going to make that statement, you have to substantiate your facts. So if you saying that I projected,
that was you projecting.
78, am I right?
Ask the chat if that was
78. Hold on, 78, am I right?
Listen. If y'all already debating, y'all say y'all want to go debate, but y'all debate. So
I'm not. Hold on. I'm holding this brother to his word.
I guess we debating now. You were projected at that moment when
Okay,
when
if
78
I
was
hold on,
trying to give his
if
explanation, you
George,
projected, and everybody was trying to tell you to chill
if
to
I
let 78 get his
projected,
point across. You were projecting, bro. Yes,
George,
you were
if
projecting. I was projecting.
if
Everybody was
I
projecting, bro.
projected, I need you to substantiate verbatim what the projection.
Okay, what was the topic about? It was about what the
How
wood.
you gonna
What
say
the
I'm
dude?
projecting? You don't know what the hell we're talking about.
You want me
Let
to
me get there.
Y'all want me to take over? Let me tell you what happened. This is what happened. Abel was telling his story, and he asked me. He was talking about the little dude who was recording his girl, whatever. And Abel said, 78. Let me ask you something. He said, do you think it's this situation has the potential for guys like him to become violent, domestic violence? And I said, absolutely. I said, I think, and by the time I said I think, that's when Blu-ray jumped in. Hell no.
So hold on, stop right there. Stop. Hold on.
Ain't no stop right
hold
there,
on, George.
man.
Hold on.
Ain't no stop right there.
Hold on,
You're
George.
projecting.
Hold on. No. George, just hold on. Stop. Hold on 1 second. 78 is 100% correct. So what I did was I responded my truth. That's not projecting.
What? Wait, huh?
That's not projecting.
You got it, brother. You win.
That
you
is
win,
not
brother.
projecting.
You win. You got it. I believe
that
you.
is making a statement.
No, you're right.
Nah, bro. I
agree.
I think we all on here projected at some point. It's all good.
Hold on. 78. I'm not disagreeing with you, brother, but I'm saying if you're gonna say I projected, I need you to state. I made a statement. I didn't project nothing.
Of course not. It's cool.
All right, let's go, man. This was a good cook, man. A real good cook. It got
let me get my last words in, man.
Go ahead, man. Go ahead. Don't ask nobody no question though. Go ahead though.
Don't worry, man. I'm not going to ask no dang question. I think this been grilled up to the broils and it probably was overcooked, but I think
we've been cooking tonight.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. And to the point when I was ready to go out to Blue. I was ready to scrap with Blu-ray, get my right hand and left hook seat. You know what I'm saying? No, I'm just playing. I'm playing. Listen. I want people in the chat to understand. Me and Blu-ray always going to disagree all the time. Always. Am I right, Blu-ray?
Yeah, because you're a liberal, nigga.
No, I'm not a liberal. I'm actually an independent progressive, but we'll discuss that another time. But
sound like liberalized to me.
Hey, he the type of nigga to move to Chicago or New York. Yeah, you talking about, boy?
I'm from Minneapolis, bro. I ain't moving to no Chicago or New York. Man, get out of here with that, bro. It's Minneapolis all the way. But no, the thing is though, bro, like what you have to be able to do is try to at least listen first, and then not to try to like put it like this. When I talk to Blu-ray, when I have a disagreement with something, I don't try to sideswipe Blu-ray. If I disagree with Blu-ray, I'm going directly to his face and tell him I disagree with him, because he knows if I disagree with him, I'm not joking him like Floyd Mayweather.
Abel,
I'm going right at him.
I gotta cut you off, Abel. I gotta cut you off because you already said this, and what you're doing is now Pastor Student go want to respond. So let it go.
I know. I'm gonna finish it. I'm gonna finish it. But I'm gonna finish it by saying this. At the end of the day, it's all good. We respect one another. And that's where it comes down.
Hey man, I appreciate
I ain't gonna hop in there. Go ahead, Abel. You right. Abel, you 100% right. I ain't being facetious. I agree 100% with what you're saying.
George, I love a good debate. Anybody that don't be doing, I debate all day long. But this wasn't no debate. I was just holding you to your words, my brother.
And that's all. You know what? You made me better. You made me better for it. How about that? I feel like you made me better for it.
One thing I am, George, I'm a phenomenal listener. I promise you.
I agree. I
disagree.
Yeah, I don't know.
I think you are a good listener.
I was gonna say Blu-ray can sometimes be a little selective hearing, but I'm gonna leave it for another time.
You're a good listener. I feel like Blu-ray's a good listener at hearing what he has to say.
That's what it is.
And having the answer before the question is asked. That's what I think. I think Blue Blood is good at that. But all jokes aside,
it's Blu-ray, not Blue Blood,
hey, they keep everybody giving you Blue Blood. Then Blue Blood gonna be mad. He like, man, what y'all doing me like this? Hey man,
That's all good. Blue blood, that's my brother, man.
yeah, it's all good. Hey man, we're gonna get up out of here. We've been on here.
Yeah, I'm finna go eat, man.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. All right, y'all.
Yes,
Thank y'all
sir.
for much
Y'all
love.
have
Peace
a
out.
good one, man.
But yeah, much love, y'all. Appreciate the super chats and everybody supporting us, coming through in the chat. We'll see y'all next week, man. We up out of here.
Peace.